We're not on. I'm terrible at this.
What's up?
Hey everybody, welcome to the live Bahhh HumCoG live stream, first annual. Everybody wave, say hi.
Hello.
You got me?
Hello.
Oh god, I can hear you. You've got me, Amanda. This is Totrib Lucas.
Hello.
You have Nick, apparently the king of hell. Say hello, Nick.
Hello from hell.
And then Grim 2.0, which is DeathRayDino online. We call him Dino, Wave Dino. Say
Here.
hello.
Wave Dino. Hello, Wave.
The
The award for the most festive goes to.
Yes.
I know, right? Dino won that
I'm actually
for sure.
today. I'm not Dino. I am the spirit of Christmas.
Ah,
Wow. No,
All right.
always Dino.
Speaking
in
of
our
the spirit of
hearts.
Christmas, I hope you see our amazing background. That
How come it didn't update your
I
video?
created about 37 seconds before we started.
As
So-
always, we are really prepared
Right,
for our
I'm not Dino,
streams
I am
and
the
our
spirit of
podcasts.
Christmas.
Oh, hold on.
so-
All right.
What?
Always.
Sorry. Yeah, we're good.
Were we muted that whole time?
No, it started playing audio from my playback for a sec
Oh.
on my
We got it, you guys.
my dashboard.
Are you
Quality.
Done? Are you done?
Yes.
Don't forget, people will be listening on iTunes. So if you see something in chat that we need to talk about, you're going to need to read the question out for people on iTunes that have no idea what we're talking
don't look
about.
At me, look at the camera.
I'm looking at Nick. Nick, I'm looking at you. You're our chat guru.
Risen, who promised you popcorn? Who did it?
That's why I was wondering.
So
I've
our
learned not to make
executive.
promises.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Our executive producer this week. Look at my shirt. Enjoyment Gaming. It's kind of like I flashed my boobs at
yeah.
everybody
What's
right
going
there.
on there?
Enjoyment Gaming.
This is
Some good-
PG.
Nice.
Some good
You're one of
placement
those
of
cam
the.
girls now.
No, I'd be a tank top if
Our
I
main
was.
topic is cam girls.
We're not going to get into that like ever.
Oh,
Thank you
I
for
had
the
a lot of
swag. Everybody go follow Enjoyment Gaming. He's freaking awesome.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Indeed. And he's in here. I
Love
see
that
him.
logo,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes.
I know, it's really cool.
And my shirt is brought to you by Griswold Family Christmas. Oh, lean back.
Oh, I like
Wow,
that.
don't fall out
Don't
of the
fall.
damn chair.
And my shirt is brought to you by the spirit of ugliness.
No, I like the
that's
suspenders
mine.
though. You're
The
like
suspenders
super-
are great. The rest of it's pretty ugly.
But that's the point of ugly Christmas sweaters.
Oh, hold
Right.
on.
That's
I
the
didn't say it was a
spirit
bad
of
thing.
Christmas.
What are you doing?
Keep going.
Oh.
I'm doing
Well, you
chat.
said hold on.
No, I was talking to Reed. Hold on, Reed.
Oh, good lord. You have to remember you're live. So everything you say, everybody hears you.
Is that how it works?
Let's all say our passwords.
It's like
out loud.
children. They're always listening.
A, B, C.
No. So did anybody do anything cool this week? We changed the format. We're not doing a round table because that shit's boring. Did anybody do anything cool this week?
Dino.
I was like the best week ever for me. And we'll probably get into this later, but I'm a huge fan of Destiny and a huge fan of Star Wars. So within the last week, those are big times for me. And I have a lot to say about those. So with the new winter event for Destiny and a new Star Wars movie,
Mhm.
I am on Cloud 9 right now. And I could not be more excited.
What is this?
You
the
joined
eighth-
Cloud9?
The 8th Star Wars
Yeah, I'm
movie?
Cloud 9.
Officially?
Technically the 8th one?
I think
Is
so.
that what it was?
Yeah.
Is that the eighth one?
Mhm.
Ah.
By the way, super classy white trash. This is red wine with a twist top. Just so y'all see that.
At least it's not in a
Um,
box, though.
True story. It does come in a box, I believe.
Does wine also
I can't
come in a
really
bag
see.
like milk?
Yeah, but okay. So the box wines, it's actually a bag inside the box.
It's a bag in a box.
Are there wine men like there are milkmen? Because that would be great.
That would be amazing if there were, but I don't think that there are. So,
I'm going to show my age here, but did any of you ever have that thing where you put a sign in the window that says, "Yes, please bring me milk," and the milkman would come by?
No, we
this
didn't.
is not the 1940s.
See, we're like the same age as you, but we didn't have that
Here-
in America.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say like if you could be showing your age or just showing you're Canadian.
That's
yeah.
yeah. You're Canadian.
Yeah,
You're
show.
Canadian is
everyone had a
showing-
sign for the window, and they like turned around, "No milk" or "Yes milk."
Yeah.
It's
Um,
like Brazilian steakhouses.
oh, that was a host.
bring
who
me-
just got hosted.
No more meat.
Oh, see, that's true. They do that. They have a little flag that you
Yeah.
raise, and they bring
Which
you more.
is my favorite sign ever.
Yeah, the yes meat.
Yes, meat. What are you talking about?
The churrascarias is what they're called.
Who would ever
It's,
need a no
Brazilian?
meat sign?
They're a Brazilian steakhouse, and what they do is they have skewers of meat that they
Mhm.
just walk around with, and you're like, I'll have that one, and they shave some onto your plate, and it's like
We've been
everything.
warned, by the way, no spoilers for Star Wars.
We know. We're not going to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not assholes.
Yeah.
We'll get into
Speak for
Star Wars,
yourself.
but the first thing we want to get into is the question we skipped last week because we wanted to wait till Nick was here.
Yes, Funky.
He finally got out of jail, so this question is from Funky Ace.
Funky Ace, officially.
Right. So he said,
Funky
here's the
Face.
question. First of all, do any of you remember a mid-90s movie where the stand-up comedian Sinbad played a genie? Anybody know?
I definitely remember that.
I'm waiting for
Absolutely.
chat.
I mean, like,
What was the name of the movie? Do you know?
It's a
I
trick
think I have an
question, isn't it?
idea. I mean, I've got like patches of memories of things I mean, the 90s was pretty early for me personally.
Shut up.
Here's the problem why you don't remember.
Yeah, so
It's
you're
'cause-
probably thinking of Kazam, which was with Shaquille O'Neal. It was not Sinbad. There is no genie movie with Sinbad.
But people do actually
Swear, they swear to
remember
God.
scenes, like specific scenes. And Funky actually had talked to me a little bit about it because he remembers a specific scene that people have actually talked about and mentioned in other threads. And basically,
What scene?
I don't know, but he said they remember specific scenes. I don't think
So there's
I didn't-
one specific scene.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
No, see, I don't
But it's
remember. I don't remember it or think I remember it. So this isn't one of the examples that
It didn't work for me. Like,
Yeah.
Luke brought up all these examples of things. It's called the Mandela effect. And he
Mhm.
brought up all these examples of things. And I was like, no, I don't remember that. No. So it didn't work on me. The only one that almost got me, I'll let you give all the examples. Do you have them somewhere?
No.
Look those up real quick. So let me explain what the Mandela
Very
effect
prepared.
is. Basically, it's like a universal misconception, or people think they remember a thing happening a certain way, but it never actually did. And the reason it's called the Mandela effect is because a huge percentage of the population believes that Mandela died in prison.
in the 90s.
Like in the
In the
80s.
80s and
80s,
90s,
yeah.
but that's not true at all. He was freed in like 92
Yeah.
or something.
So-
I remember.
According to Wikipedia, because I had to look this up, because when I heard the title Shazam, I thought of Kazam, which is like what people misremember.
Yeah.
So I had to look it up though, and apparently the Mandela effect is like the internet coin term and it's a version of confabulation, which is like
Yeah.
you get pieces of details that you remember and you kind of like piece it together wrong to a memory that didn't ever happen.
Yeah.
But it didn't
But
work on
there
me.
is
All the
another
examples.
theory too,
Yes,
though.
the theory.
That
Okay, go ahead, Nick.
timelines are coming together from
Well,
alternate realities.
yeah, parallel universes
That's definitely not a
have
thing.
bled over.
That's not true at all.
I
And the
believe in
one,
that.
the most
Prove it.
famous example that I've seen is the Berenstain Bears thing.
That one is
And-
the only one where I was like, no, Berenstain Bears is definitely spelled Stein.
yeah,
And
but
it's
it's
actually
not.
not.
It's AIN, and that's how I remembered it was EIN also. And
But
everything.
that doesn't mean that there's an alternate reality. That just means that we were 2 years old and didn't know how to fucking spell it.
But the thing is that people see, like, parents believe it, and that people ask their parents how they remember it, and it's a theory. It's obviously not a proven thing. Otherwise, we.
I don't believe it.
Well, there you go.
What about
At
the
all.
Star Wars one, though?
That
Everyone
was
remembers that.
okay, but the
No.
trippy thing about that is that was an observational thing that was so
Right.
subtle. I think that nobody ever noticed.
Tell them what it is,
And
though.
what that is that C-3PO's right leg,
right leg.
from the knee down is silver.
Not gold.
Oh,
Silver.
that's not even the one I'm talking about.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh, a boot.
All right, what's the
About-
most? God damn it! Don't get. No, just kidding.
Nice.
What's like the most famous line that everyone?
Oh,
keeps
yeah, I
saying
do remember
in
that one.
Star Wars.
See, and I didn't get this one wrong either.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but that's just like everybody
Luke,
misremembering.
I am your father.
Yeah, but
It's
right.
not
Right.
what he,
He
said.
didn't say Luke.
He
Yeah.
doesn't say Luke.
No, Luke.
See? Dino knew.
Because he's read about it.
Well, I.
We
What
got
he
a
actually
but I'd
says
rather not
is-
tell it.
No.
This is CNN, and I'm James Elcher.
Oh, my
Also, from chat, we about the Kazam or Shazam thing.
Mhm.
God. Yeah, it's racist.
Fox says All right, so here's what happens. That question is racist.
No. See, all right. Here's what happens. He was about to spoil Rogue One for people, I think. So
Okay.
See, chat is about 20 or 30 seconds behind what we say, so keep that in mind as well. So will you give us some examples of things that people misremember?
Yes.
And I didn't get any of them wrong except one.
Well, the thing is, a lot of these are simple spelling things or things that were just misheard.
But I have a photographic memory.
In people's defense, spelling is really hard.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's why I didn't major in English.
That's true. So it's not called Sex in the City. It's actually Sex and the City. Didn't know that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy mistake.
We Are the Champions by Queen. At the end of the song, he doesn't say of the world.
But he does say it every other time.
It really got me too.
Every other time in the song, though.
We are the champions. And then you're like,
because he should say it.
Where is it?
That's not a big deal. That's not even a real thing.
So does he say it in the rest of it?
Yes.
Yeah, in the rest of the song, just not the last one.
Just
we fact checked it.
The end of the song.
Yeah.
This one, people just confuse Mr. Peanut. People think the Monopoly Man has a monocle.
That's just Mr. Peanut. I got that one right off the bat.
For the Pokemoners out there, the tip of Pikachu's tail is not black, and it never has been. Let's see.
You can't see that. Stop it.
Something else black?
I see it. Yeah, it's tips of his ears. You stop it. You stop it. Berenstein. Curious George did not have a tail, which is weird to me because it's a monkey.
I remember him hanging from a tree, which I think is the thing.
He's like a chimpanzee.
Do they not have tails?
They have tails.
I mean, I'm young and I have like nieces and nephews, so I know.
Well, is he a chimpanzee though? This is what I'm saying. Like he's a little.
Well, I mean, he's like a little monkey, but he definitely doesn't have a tail.
So,
but why? Though, what happened to him? Do apes not have tails?
Not all of them have tails.
There was a horrible accident.
Do they even
actually
have nubbins?
The man in the yellow hat chopped it off and he keeps it in his cupboard.
The man in the yellow hat. It's like a.
So this was the one I got wrong.
It's like a Lucky Rabbit's.
How do you spell the restaurant Chick-fil-A?
Oh, I know this one.
Dino, go.
Okay, so it's CHICK -FIL-A.
So I got that one wrong. I thought it was CHIK, but let me tell you why.
I did for a long time.
It's because on the billboards and commercials, the fucking cows misspell it with a K in the advertisements.
See how they spell everything else, though? I mean, those cows aren't the exactly reputable sources.
They're terrible. But that's why I thought that it was spelled that way.
C-3PO is not all gold. Oh, Mr. Rogers. This one got her. This one's fucking stupid, all right? Because Mr. Rogers' opening theme song, he doesn't say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. He says a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
That's an easy mistake.
And
we were all 4 years old.
But you listen to it again and you're like, that doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. It hits the ear wrong. So your brain just fixes it to the right thing. So this whole theory of there being more than one universe is some dumb, stupid shit.
Okay, but these are just spelling examples. But it doesn't explain like misremembering things.
I didn't misremember anything.
Sinbad movie, Life is Not Whatever, Box of Chocolates.
Have you ever
the Sinbad one? Let me stop you though.
Yeah.
Someone actually discovered one still from one source that had Sinbad dressed as a genie.
It was probably
a skit.
Yeah, like a SNL skit or something. Because he actually has even answered the question himself that he was not in a genie movie.
Yeah, they showed him that still.
This one was kind of like, for me.
Yeah, this is a strange one. In Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter never says hello, Clarice, when he first meets her.
Doesn't say it.
He doesn't say hello, Clarice. And everybody always quotes that. I don't know where it came from.
That's just because he does say Clarice, and they just want him to say it. Like, it sounds cool to say it like that, I think.
Oh, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Grim.
I don't think that it's like a dual universe thing. It's just people were young.
Well, that's because you don't believe.
Which is really odd that a room full of atheists believe this crazy, stupid shit, and then the one that actually...
Because it's all based on science.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, parallel universes.
The misspelling of Chick-fil-A is based on science.
No, how time works.
Yeah, and
explain this.
And cows.
Talk to Stephen Hawking.
Most of these are dumb. They're just misremembering quotes, like "Mirror, mirror on the wall." Never says.
What if it's the cows that can transfer between dimensions?
That would be ridiculous.
They're trying to tell us. They're trying to send us a message, but all they can do is misspelling the word "chick."
It's not good enough to get your message across. So I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer.
It's like Stranger Things with the light bulbs there.
Hey, just no spoilers.
No spoilers.
I actually haven't I haven't watched Stranger Things at all.
It's one of the most amazing things I've seen in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, I don't
Here's the
think
thing.
saying there's light bulbs in it will spoil it for you, though.
I've heard it's kind of creepy, and I get spooked out pretty easily. And every time I think about watching Stranger Things, it's been at night, and I'm like, maybe I should.
It's not spooky. It's not. It's like a psychological thriller a little bit. It's Stephen King basically ish.
It's a comedy.
It doesn't take
It's not a comedy, Nick.
Watch it at night. It's fine.
Says the King of Hell.
Yes.
So,
Crowley
do you
thinks
guys
it's
want
one.
to talk about Rogue One a little bit with no spoilers?
Sure.
Nah, I don't really like Star Wars.
I
I just want to ask a question on the Mandela effect. Have you ever had that though, where you like you're not sure if you remember something happening in your own life? You like either it's something somebody told you, or you've got bits and pieces of information that you're like, this totally happened, and then you like find out it totally didn't.
If you were a compulsive liar as a child, you don't remember your own memories correctly
Or
because
as an
you
adult.
lied so many times that
If
you
you
forgot what the truth
Or
was.
somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, or if you believe, like, you keep telling yourself the same thing over and over, so you believe it.
Yeah, that does happen.
There's also, like, dreams that have been so real, and...
No,
That's
not
the
for
other
me.
one. That's the other one.
See, but that's
I was
because
like,
Are
you...
we going to talk about that?
Not this week, I think, right?
We can.
Lucid dreams?
We can talk about
Yeah.
lucid dreams if it comes up
See, I
naturally in
don't really
conversation.
have those.
I do.
I dream about Star Wars all the time.
Okay, but here's the question. Do you have lucid dreams ever, Dino? Like, do you know that you're in a dream when you're dreaming?
I've never had that fully. The closest I've had is that like I figure out that I can kind of like control things that I normally can't control, and so like I start flying. Like that's the go-to. It's like I can totally fly right now.
Kind to be that.
But that's basically
like,
a lucid dream. You realize that it's a dream, and so you do what you can't do naturally.
See, I can't.
I never get that full like cognizance, but it's like I can just like fall over and start floating and then just fly away. Like that's as far as it gets for me. It's never like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, it is for me.
I always wanted to.
I've never been able to do that.
As soon as I realize I'm in a dream, I'm like, sweet, I can fly. So then I start flying, or I do like cartwheels and flips, and I'm like, yes, I can do gymnastics, because in real life, I'm out of shape. Can't do that shit in real life. So yeah, that happened to me a couple of days ago, and I was like, man, I don't want to wake up. So I was fighting waking up because I wanted to stay in the dream.
There was a bad guy named Waking Up.
Well, I was a superhero, and I was like super excited to get to do all this stuff.
What was your superhero name?
Oh, I don't know.
What would it be?
Look at this.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it for a while.
Wait, pause for a second. Chili, what are you talking about, CERN? Why are you talking about that?
Chili is a person
The
that's in
Large Hadron
chat, and what
Collider?
did he say?
He said just CERN, CERN. That's all he said.
Oh, is he drunk?
No, I don't
So,
think so.
Chili in the Twitch chat right now, he pointed out something that we kind of glossed over.
Okay.
We mentioned that I am Grim 2.0, but we
Right.
didn't mention where Grim 1.0 is.
Oh, yeah. He's
Grimsby
sickly.
is sick this week.
Grimsby.
Grimsby is sick.
Grimsby.
So we got us a Grim 2.0.
Yeah.
This is the upgraded version. He
And the
wears
upgrade.
suspenders.
He wears
and
better
hats.
clothes.
Suspenders.
Yeah,
Yes.
so.
They've got certain physical similarities too.
Yeah,
It's true.
a
You
little.
look kind of small.
Yeah,
The-
that's true.
Maybe
The
it's the
first
camera,
time
I don't
you
know.
guys went did the live podcast for Halloween, I was like, Grim actually looks like me a little bit because I used to have a beard. And like we look pretty similar. But I mean, that basically just comes down to like skinny, pasty white guy.
Yeah.
Who's the dude that he actually really looks like? Do you remember somebody put his picture next to the other guy and was like, oh, God, he looks just like...
Orlando. And he said it was like some software developer, game developer. Nick, you knew who it was.
I forgot
I've
now.
lost it
But he
now.
does look
Orlando
just
will
like
probably-
him.
Oh,
He'll
from
probably-
ID Software, wasn't it? From ID
He'll-
Software.
he'll
Yeah,
tell
I
us
was
in
pretty
chat.
sure it's from id.
Maybe. Yeah.
Anyway,
Grim said he likes Grim 2.0 better.
Oh, okay, I got
Grim.
it.
Grim.
Grim
That's the
is just
nicest thing.
lazy and doesn't want to be on the
Oh.
podcast.
Okay, Chili explained. He said that
Right.
he has a friend who believes, based on factual Reddit evidence, of course, that the experiments at CERN are causing glitches in our matrix,
What the fuck
aka
is
the
CERN?
Mandela effect. CERN is the facility in
I think it spans 3 countries. I think.
it's the big Hadron Collider, right?
Yeah,
is
the
that what it
Large
is?
Hadron
Yeah,
Collider.
large hadron. Not a big hadron. It's a large hadron collider.
Don't
where they
downplay
are-
the Hadron Collider.
Yeah, yeah, it's not just big; it's large. It's where they're like doing.
Well, it's the largest.
I know
machine
what a
ever
Hadron
made,
Collider is,
Yeah,
but I have no idea what CERN
they're
is.
colliding hadrons, obviously.
Clearly.
It's John Carmack.
That's it.
That's who Grim looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just yell stuff out and expect people on iTunes to know what you're talking about.
Why do people call you Dino? D-I-E-No?
Because obviously I'm a dinosaur.
Yes. He has his own custom emote in Fallout's chat even.
I do. It's really cool. The mods there love me.
It's pretty impressive.
I prefer calling you Dino.
I know you
it's
prefer calling me Dino.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's like Grim will always be Grim or Upstairs Rob.
Decent
The original Grim said the hard-on collide.
Yes.
I promise I'm average collider. Collider.
E.g., no spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay, so let's go to Star Wars for just a little bit because
Yes.
we glazed over that too. So Rogue One, I give it out of 8 stars, I would give it 7.
Okay.
Wow, that's raving review.
Yes.
No, it could be better.
Getting good lately.
So Star Wars Episode 7 gets a 7.75.
Wow,
That's
really?
the highest rated movie I've seen in an extremely long time. So this was not as good as Episode 7, but it was still pretty good.
He's got a thing.
Oh, The Force Awakens. It was so much better. The Force Awakens is so much better than every other Star Wars.
Yes.
Was that the new
far.
bad guy continues there?
Yes. Yeah. The new bad
guy continues.
Dino, they want to know what type of dinosaur you are.
You're jumping topics. We can go back.
That's questions in the chat.
So they are asking in the Twitch chat. I'm explaining because Tocho didn't explain. What kind of dinosaur I am? We'll have to find out the next time I'm on the podcast.
I think he's a T-Rex.
Oh.
Teaser.
I think he's a T-Rex.
You are the king of marketing.
I think you're a T-Rex with suspenders.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
So, Dino, what did
but
you
for
think
Rogue
about
One-
Star Wars?
So I actually watched it twice because the first time I was like, I walked away not sure how I felt about it. I liked it, but I realized that I'm anticipating the next one in the series, Episode 8, so much that I was like, kind of wanted it to be that. And
It's more like it's Star
it was
Wars
different.
3.75.
Yes.
It was
It's like
different. I don't know about you guys.
It's closer to 4 than 3.
It was different. It had a different tone, you know?
Yeah. And hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but like there was no intro credits. There was no like scrolling text at the beginning.
It's because it's not part of the actual franchise. It's a separate thing.
But like that was one of the things where I was like, what is going on right now? This isn't Star Wars. What do I do?
It's not supposed to be. It's a story about people that didn't get much credit in the original series.
Yeah.
Many
But,
Bothan spies died.
It's like a mini story that got glossed over in the original 7.
Well, it's also a little bit of explaining away things, and
It's a little sub story.
it's nice though.
And
it was a little
there was kind of
grittier.
like nods for like those who like the Star Wars nerds. They were
Yes.
like, hey, here's this little nugget. Like, and it wasn't anything like plot heavy. Like
No.
there's some word,
No.
in the plot, but like there's some little things that if you picked up on it, it's like, oh, that's a kind of a cool treat. If you,
Yeah, it's like a tip of the hat
Yeah.
or a little,
couple
Yeah.
of cameos you see and cool stuff. Yeah.
Overall, it was very good, though.
I liked it.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was
7
a lot
out of
fun.
8.
It was a little grittier and a little more hard hitting, I'd say, than the other Star Wars.
No.
It's not as
I
much of
agree.
a space opera. It was more of, it had a little bit more
Space
war.
musical.
Yeah. It was more of a war
Exactly.
movie. It was
Exactly.
a war movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of musical, though, John Williams didn't do the score,
Ah,
and that was interesting.
I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna look this up real quick, but yeah, it was totally somebody else, and like I mean, I kind of noticed, but like I think he did a great job. The new guy who did the
John.
score.
I think
Yeah, I
he's
didn't
right.
notice the difference. I liked
Totally.
it.
I like how our lights that they ended up looking almost like we're going to light speed with Christmas
We're
lights.
going to warp speed.
I was
at
thinking this
Christmas.
is very 80s looking.
No, it looks like you're on an acid trip, but
It's
shit has
so-
gone really wrong.
It was high quality stuff, guys.
That was at 6 o'clock. This is what we got, and that's as good as it
Actually,
fucking gets.
like while they were setting up the lights, like Tocho turned to a man and goes, "Never tell me the odds."
exactly. And then we went. We're gonna jump the
And then
light
we went
space
live.
from
We
here.
jumped. We
From here.
jumped. Do you guys want me to review the other movie that I had set to review? Because the reason I mention it is because it had Princess Leia in it. My scary movie review.
Sure.
So what's her fucking name in real
Carrie
life?
Fisher.
Carrie
Carrie Fisher.
Fisher was in this scary movie that's terrible, and please don't ever watch it unless you like shitty scary movies. It's called Sorority Row. Some of you have probably heard of it.
Sounds great already.
Right. So basically what it is It's I Know What You Did Last Summer, but with sorority girls. Okay.
I'm sold.
I'm on board.
So it has
Sounds good already.
Right. So it has Leah Pipes in it. She was in The Originals, which is a TV show on CW. It has Rumor Willis, and her entire chin does somehow make it on the screen. Carrie Fisher is the house mom for the sorority girls. So basically, it's just a hack and slash. There's a lot of needless tits. Remember, we had a tits rating system.
Oh,
so
right.
These are not classy. They're needless and not good. Like, none of the A-list team was available.
I don't know how that could ever be needless, but okay.
Watch it and you'll see. So basically, a bunch of people get murdered after graduation. But I give that one, for a shitty movie, 5.75 out of 8 stars. So see it just for the fact
That
of
sounded
seeing
like
Carrie Fisher with a shotgun.
I know,
it's pretty above average.
I don't dare ask, but were her boobs in it?
No. None of the main characters were. Like I said, B Squad.
She's classy now.
She's classy.
B Squad.
Come on.
But yeah, I like shitty scary movies, so that's why I rated it decently high.
Grim hates needless tits in horror movies.
I don't mind them in slashers. That's kind of like a thing where you expect there to be tits, but I want them to look nice. I don't want shitty tits. Like, I don't want to have to... I'm a chick. I don't want to have to sit around and watch shitty tits.
Can
That
be
sounds like
new title of
sounds like
this
a name you
episode?
call for somebody.
I don't need shitty tits.
I don't need shitty tits in my movies. I like
We
slashers.
gotta change the title. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, we're not changing. You can have like in parentheses shitty tits.
Shitty tits.
Bahhh,
Shitty
HumCoG,
tits.
parentheses, shitty tits. Oh, that makes it
That-
sound like
Grabby
mine are
Halloween.
shitty. Don't put that. That makes it sound like mine are
That
shitty.
sounds like a mean nickname you come up with
Yeah.
somebody in like high school or college.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't call me shitty tits.
No,
Somebody
there
who's
goes,
like
there goes
maturing
shitty
at a
tits.
weird rate.
Yeah.
Right after this podcast, I'm gonna walk out, and the first woman I see, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, shitty tits."
What's up, shitty tits?
Whoa, we just got hosted by Genius. Thank you,
Whoa.
sir.
Thank you, Gene.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Real quick, if you guys don't know who Gene is, he is a very big Destiny streamer and PvPer. Really cool guy. Go follow him and watch all of his stuff. He does.
Are we gonna be famous now?
Yeah, definitely. He does trials, carries, and all that kind of fun stuff, raffles, and
Very cool, down to earth dude.
awesome guy. Thank
Very
you, Gene. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Gene,
it.
for the host.
Definitely not a shitty tits.
No.
Not shitty
Emanate
tits.
positivity. No, definitely.
He wears
not. He's
he
like
wears
the
tight
opposite of
shirts
that.
and they're nice. He works out.
Yeah, he does. He has had some physical therapy recently, so he's been bummed that he couldn't.
Oh, that's right. Didn't he hurt his leg?
His back.
He has
His
all.
back.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Yeah.
So we
Super
have a
nice guy.
question. Are you guys ready for a question?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm
this is
always
from
ready.
Lazarich on Twitter. He wants to know what 2017 video games are we looking forward to?
Oh.
I will go to Nick first.
Oh, Dino wanted it.
I know.
All good.
I guess I'm still waiting for Outlast, aren't I?
Yeah, Outlast 2, right?
Is it not
Yeah.
out? I thought it was out.
Is it out?
Outlast 2, right?
Outlast
No,
2?
that was just a demo, right?
No,
Oh.
Yeah, it was just a demo.
Re-release.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
You froze for a
Yeah.
second there. But no, you're back.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's 'cause
What
I
else?
can't think of any other than that. I'd like a real, like, No Man's Sky kind of thing that actually is what they talked about. That would be
It's not
nice.
gonna happen. For me, it would be Diablo 3 change
Thanks, Gene.
update.
Yes,
Diablo
the Diablo
3.
3 Necromancer pack.
And then Destiny 2,
Yes.
so that I can finally get back
Oh,
into it.
That
What
might
about
be
you?
on PC, right?
It's rumored.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What about you, Dino?
Yeah, you hit it on the head for me. I think it wouldn't be hard for many people here to guess that I'm definitely
Destiny.
very excited for
Yeah.
the Destiny sequel. Well, although it hasn't been officially announced, I think it was last January. They said that they were going to be that the Destiny sequel. That's Bungie's words. The
Yeah.
Destiny sequel is slated for 2017. They didn't
Yeah.
say even what part of Destiny 2017,
Yeah.
but
No,
a lot
they
of people
didn't.
are speculating
Well,
that's
they-
going to be like
November.
They
know,
officially pushed
September.
it. Yeah, they officially pushed it back when they announced Rise of Iron was coming out.
right.
And so they're like, no, Destiny 2 is not coming out this year. Instead, you get this expansion, Rise of Iron.
Right.
But Destiny 2
And that
will be
was-
2017.
Yeah, that was
Well-
a whole ordeal because like last year, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Bungie went through a change of CEO and like there's a whole bunch of change and they basically like pulled Rise of Iron out of their back pocket to
Yeah.
deliver it in
Yeah.
September 2016 because that's when the Destiny sequel was supposed to come out, but that got pushed.
So maybe you'll know, Dino, I am excited for Destiny 2 because I got so far behind in the first one that I want like a reset. Like my light level, like we said last week, is at its highest is like 295. So I'm like 100 light level behind everybody else because the add-ons were so much the same that I wasn't really interested in playing it.
Yeah.
So I hope that it does just hit a reset button.
Yeah,
so I can
that would definitely be
look into
nice. I mean, I'm a huge Destiny fan, but even I can admit that at this point, Destiny has gotten pretty formulaic. And if you
Yes,
don't like
exactly.
the Destiny flavor, which makes sense, it's 2 years old. Like, I don't blame people for kind of getting tired of it.
I just got bored of it.
Yeah, absolutely, and that totally makes sense. For me, it like scratches all the itches I want in a video game. So like,
And a lot
that's
of
why
people
I
it
keep
does.
coming back to it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it'll be nice to have like some new flavor for Destiny.
Some freshness to it.
It'll be
Exactly.
what? It'll be 3 years, right? When Destiny 2 comes out, if it comes
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
Fourth
Because
quarter next year.
We're past 2 years now.
Yep.
Are they going to have the same classes? We don't know. I don't know. I'm
No,
asking
we
you
have
like
no
you work
idea.
there.
We don't even know if it's actually coming out next year. Like if there's
We
no
don't
date,
know.
there's no details.
I mean,
What else are you excited about besides Destiny? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, let's toss it to Luke, and while I think about what else is coming out because I can't remember.
Go ahead, Rukus.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny 2 is probably the big one for me, honestly. There was something else that I saw recently that, what was it?
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah,
Nintendo
all that
Switch.
time. Yeah, the Zelda. Yeah, the new one.
I was never a huge Zelda fan.
There was another one, but I can't think of it. It'll hit me later, and I'll just blurt it out like an idiot.
I always remember stuff after the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like when you guys asked me about Canadian bands that are like icons after the podcast, I was like, okay, Tragically Hip, Tegan and Sarah.
Nope.
Wait, you never heard of the Tragically Hip?
Nope.
I've heard of Tegan and Sarah.
Tegan and Sarah saying everything is awesome, along with
I knew that.
The Lonely Island.
Nick had told us that.
Yeah.
You know
Wait,
Lonely
seriously,
Island
none of you
collaborated?
have heard of the Tragically Hip?
I've heard of them.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I find that shocking.
Shocking.
Chili said The Last of Us 2, but Chili, I heard
that was good.
I heard the first Last of Us wasn't very good. Chili, is that true?
Yeah, I heard it's terrible.
They give
no
me
story,
so
like-
much shit because they keep saying I
please.
need to play it, and it's amazing, and I'm just like,
I haven't played it either. I don't have a
Yeah.
PlayStation. I might
He's
talk
gonna-
one of my friends into let me borrow it so I can play Last
that's
of Us.
right. You're an Xboxer.
So that really looks really good. I am an Xboxer.
Mhm.
Actually, I prefer Boxer Breeze, but that's okay. But
Chili,
Dino, nice.
Chili just said Robin frickin' Sparkles
Yeah.
is the Canadian gem, and she is.
It's true.
If any of you
that's
watched
true.
How I Met Your Mother, that's where that's from. A lot of people.
Blix had
Sparkles in
our buddy
the
Blix had a
band.
poster of Robin and Sparkles on his wall when he was
That's pretty
growing up.
good.
What?
Guys,
He
let's
had,
go
her,
to
he
the
had her
mall.
poster on the wall when he was growing up.
Who?
Blix.
It's a fictional character.
No, that's not true.
It was a fictional poster. There are certain video games, like even if I'm not playing, like the Zelda game Breath of the Wild looks really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna drop the money to buy a Nintendo Switch, but like I'm excited for it to come out, and I know a lot of
pretty
people are gonna be
sure-
really excited for a new Zelda game.
Don't even ask.
Especially one that's kind of looks somewhat similar to Ocarina of Time, and
Yeah.
that sort of game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Looks
open
very-
world.
One I ever played.
Yeah, Ocarina was so good.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be coming out not just on Switch, from what I hear. It's supposed to be on Wii U also.
That's right.
The
I have one of
answer's
those
no.
either.
The answer's no.
We'll screenshot it for us.
Ocarina of Time, after that came out and until present day, a guy who shows up at every party I ever go to brings an ocarina that he purchased.
No.
God,
Does he play
plays
like
it at the
Does he play
party.
Saria's song? That
Yep.
The best
Yeah,
one.
he
That
can
was
do it all.
awesome.
He can do everything from that game.
Wow.
I have no idea
Everything.
what any of that is.
Do you like that I knew that song? That's pretty sweet.
Does he do the Song of Time or whatever and then just like freeze?
He can summon a horse though. It's pretty crazy.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can you stop?
I think we lost to a track.
Wow.
In another land.
You didn't even drink
Yes,
anything super
Grim said,
strong.
I'm drinking a Strangeland Brewery drink.
Go ahead and give a shout out.
Yeah, I actually tweeted to them because they're really cool. They're in Austin.
Show a picture. You didn't show it.
They're in Austin, Old North Road.
They're really cool, actually. Their brewery's very nice.
We went to their brewery for a tour a little while back with some friends, and
I don't even like beer, and I liked their stuff.
It was
That
more like
tells you
just
a
a
lot.
warehouse. There was no air conditioning or anything. Just had a big garage door open and a bar in there. And you go in there and you're just talking to them and pouring drinks. And they're very, very good, though. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
it was a good time. We have another question. This one is from Enjoyment Gaming.
Hey, I know that guy.
Who's
our
that guy?
executive producer this week. He would like to know who was your favorite Pokemon? Which one? Which one?
Which?
Excuse me. I don't have a favorite because I don't play it. Go.
Dino.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I guess like it's gonna be between like Gen 1 and Gen 2 because that's kind of like when I was like the optimal age for Pokemon.
Right. As opposed to 33, like I am.
Right, exactly. Like I can't keep up anymore. Pokemon Go was like super exciting for me for that reason. The favorite one though, that's a tough one. I mean,
pick
like
one
pick
one out of the 800
Thanks,
that there are.
Yeah, there are literally 800 now.
There's some that I find really funny now, like that there's like a garbage Pokemon.
Yeah, literally Trubbish.
There's
Trubbish.
a Trubbish.
How does that evolve in the wild?
It was a Grimer.
Trash.
It was a Grimer first, and then it turns into Trubbish. No, Grimer turns into Muck. I'm sorry, that's wrong.
So the official Pokemon of the Cog Pod is Kling Klang.
Kling Klang.
Because he looks like gears and cogs and all that kind
of
stuff.
It looks like it's custom fucking made for us.
It really does.
That was the Alolan Doug Trio.
Yeah. Oh, that's just the three of us. That's just the three guys.
That's the three dudes that are the little penises with the blonde hair, and then
with the surfer hair.
What am I?
They don't always have the blonde hair.
You are a Vulpix.
A Vulpix.
Yeah, little red-headed.
I always liked fire Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so like the Cyndaquil evolutions were always really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Eevee. Because it can have 8 different evolutions.
And she's
because it's white.
Whoa, that's racist.
That is so racist.
Man.
Well, no, it's because he's from Canada and it's just white there like 8 months out of the year.
That's true.
It's not wrong.
That still sounds racist.
Yeah.
Is that Eevee is really it though?
Oh yeah.
Eevee,
yeah, I don't know a lot of them.
Man, it is tough. I always like Ponyta. There's a little fire horse.
Excuse me?
Ponyta. But then in the new...
I caught them in the graveyard.
What the fuck did you call me?
In the newest generation, I like Mudsdale a lot. Just like a big, beefy Clydesdale horse. And
I find it so funny in the newest generation that there's a fire cat luchador.
Yes, that is
actually amazing.
It's actually one of the starters. It becomes Litten. Yeah. And then it becomes
his name El Diaciono.
Then it becomes something. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to breed one and name it that now. And then it becomes like literally like a fire luchador. It's got its big chest and it's called Incineroar. That's what it's named.
Sweet.
Incineroar.
That's like
that's pretty close to
my
El Diaciono.
It is a really cool one. Yeah. And it's not fighting though. That's the weird thing. It's fire and dark. You'd think it would be fighting, but no.
You can't see me.
The next question we got
Hate you, Dino.
is stupid because Dino sent the question in. And
I know, you're a cheater.
Fucking podcast. So the question is no.
Okay.
Yes.
No, Dino.
Let him read
I'm
it.
reading it.
Let him read
Shut
it.
down.
No, I'm reading it. So the question is, what is your favorite Christmas time tradition? We're gonna go to Toter first.
Not working.
Fuck.
That's a good one though.
No, probably eating too much and falling asleep watching Christmas Vacation.
This one, Christmas Vacation on this shirt, and eating pumpkin bars.
Just eating. I like ham. I like ham a lot.
Dino,
Pork.
what's your favorite?
Pork is good.
So at Christmas time, like in my family, it wasn't like the holiday itself wasn't a big celebration, but it just happened to be the time where a lot of us had time off or like just time to spend together. And when we were like cooped up in a house, my dad would break out puzzles, like 1,000-piece puzzles, and we had like a bunch of these.
Oh.
And like we would have like my mom and my sisters or my aunts or whatever would like bake like fudge or whatever.
Oh,
But like so like baked goods and puzzles was like the best. And
that's
like
awesome.
Maybe we had the fire going, which was like it was kind of rare, but that was like the ideal like wintertime, like relax with the family. I'm a really like gushy like family guy.
That's awesome.
Not like the TV show though.
So
but,
did she make different flavors? Did she make different flavors of fudge or just like normal plain fudge?
Just the fudge. My mom's go-to was like her own homemade Chex Mix.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so my favorite right now is Luke's mom's Chex Mix that she makes is delicious.
And then
she could add a
it.
little spice to it.
Yeah, we tweaked it
but,
to make it a little spicier for our recipe.
Yeah, but it's so good, and it's got like everything in it, and it's like she gives me a bag and it's gone in like a day.
I don't get any.
Yeah.
You literally didn't have any this time.
No.
I ate all of it but the popcorn.
We used to make fudge a lot growing up. Like, we would have fudge with, I think it was pecans in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pecans or almonds or walnuts, something like that. But
I like fudge, but in like little bitty cubes because it's so rich.
It's so rich. It goes straight to my ass and thighs.
When I was a kid, though, what we would do, our traditions when I was a child are different than they are now. So as a kid, we would go to my grandma's on Christmas Eve, and we would open one present each and eat like summer sausage and cheese and crackers and that kind of stuff.
Oh, man.
And then Christmas Day, the grandparents come to our house and we open the gifts one at a time. So it takes like 7 hours and then eat dinner after.
So
usually it was ham on Christmas.
We were always Christmas Eve, I think, because
Y'all
my
are one of the
parents
weird ones
wanted to
do
open
it.
theirs on Christmas Eve also. And they're like, "Want presents?" But yeah, I remember the most memorable Christmas.
I remember the most memorable.
Yeah, the most memorable Christmas that I had. I was probably like 6 or 7, maybe 8. And I got a Game Boy, an original OG gray brick Game Boy. And I flipped out. Oh, it was so awesome. I remember running out and it was like on the chair.
Did it come with Tetris? Like
Santa brought it. Yeah.
The original.
And
Tetris.
I even had, like, I didn't have the Light Boy or anything like that, but I had a battery pack that you would actually charge up, kind of like a laptop battery is now. It has a little pack, but you would charge it up and plug it in so it didn't eat.
For the original one?
Yeah.
Mine didn't have a charger
No,
pack.
you got it separate. It was an add-on.
Oh, shit.
And
Only the super nude had it.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and you didn't have to eat 4 AA batteries at a time, with it. You
Man,
just
that
have
thing chugged through them, too.
Yeah.
Like, it was no joke. It was a monster.
But then on the side of it, so like if this was it plugged into the side up here, and after a while the connection in there got a little loose, so I had to have rubber bands that went over it and pulled it up to keep it tight. And I had to save often because if I bumped it, it would just shut it off instantly. So yeah, that would suck. I remember some Zelda games were lost from that.
What about you, Nick?
Yes.
Watching with my family A Christmas Story.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the
You
ones
guys
we
know
watch
that
all the
one?
time.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Classic.
they actually they show it 24 hours a day during Christmas on TBS.
Really?
I think
TBS or TNT?
every year. Yeah.
One of those.
Oh, I need to get them.
What else did you guys do or do now still?
Well, definitely all the eating stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. My favorite things involve eating. I mean, I like my family, I guess, whatever. But most importantly, it's the food.
You don't look
Like,
it, Dino. I'll
do
tell
you
you that.
guys
You don't
do-
look like.
Do you do ham?
I just run around a
or do most people do ham on Christmas?
I think that's kind of a tradition. Christmas
Because turkey is Thanksgiving and then ham.
but a lot
is-
of people do turkey also on Christmas.
Yeah, we do turkey again.
You do?
Some people do both.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people
Christmas
do
first.
like prime rib or like
Yes.
steaks and stuff or like a roast.
I need to find
something
those
like that.
people.
You know what? This
I'm
is going to
surprised you guys don't
segue.
do like ham tacos or turkey tacos or something.
Oh my
I
god!
mean-
So our Christmas party at work this year was Mexican food.
Was it really?
Rick was
Because
in
you
like
live
a
in Texas.
sombrero. I know, it was amazing.
You guys, this
But-
goes straight in.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, like, every time we all talk every day,
Mm-hmm.
and every day it's like, oh, I'm having dinner now, and like, what are you guys having? Tacos,
Tacos.
burritos.
I know that's my fault. That's my fault. Honestly, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm in college, so it's like every day. It's like it's ramen.
I would live my life on burritos if I could.
Yeah. I mean,
I've always wanted to do like a YouTube channel, like for the busy gamer, reviewing all the ramen there is, like 700 different varieties.
You know, also
we could.
a sub channel would just be me eating burritos all day. Get a lot of views on that.
The
Just
24-hour
saying.
burrito
I'm just
channel.
saying.
That sounds
I'm
like
just
some
saying.
sort of fetish
It's
site.
just called redhead
Yeah.
eating burritos, and it's
Yeah.
just me. Like I'm not even half naked. It's just me eating.
You would get more
Taco
tips
Bueno.
than we ever
I'm
have,
saying.
ever.
Make some
true.
money.
I'm sure.
Have you explored social eating on Twitch?
Social eating.
It's
Now
a
that
thing.
Twitch,
Yeah.
now that Twitch has IRL,
Yeah, it's true.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
There's the burrito.
Well, I mean,
channel.
social eating was already a thing.
Was it
Like,
really?
Check it out. Yeah, yeah. It's a whole like category on Twitch.
Well, I
Social eating.
remember they said Japan banned banana eating on streams.
Bananas. Yeah.
God,
Oh, really?
idiots.
Provocative,
So stupid.
provocative banana eating.
Oh
really
God,
interesting
so
how-
original.
It's really interesting seeing how Japan picks their battles.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
But
what's
look at their crime rate. It's working.
This is my first news story.
Yeah, we're done with our questions. We're moving on to Christmas stuff now.
So it's not a news story really, but it's just a holiday, mighty Christmassy story. And it's why Japan celebrates Christmas with KFC. You guys know about this?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
This is a thing.
Continue.
No, this is a thing. This actually started in 70s, I believe it was. The very first owner of a KFC restaurant in Japan came up with the idea because he overheard a couple talking about how they missed eating turkey dinner with their family while they were on holiday in Japan. And he started it. It was shortly after it opened in 1970. And he started, he had the idea that came to him in a dream, it says, and he started selling a party barrel for Christmas. And
a barrel? That's not a measurement of chicken.
Party barrel. Well, neither is a tub.
It is a KFC.
It's like a hammock of
KFC. That's a measurement.
Yes.
A hammock of cake.
Yeah,
that's not a measurement.
Desk of Cheez-Its. Yeah.
Well, I mean, have you ever had a chicken bucket? That's a thing.
It is a bucket.
Well, a bucket, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a barrel. It's another holding device.
It's the next logical
What is that, like
progression
10
from the
buckets?
bucket.
Yeah. He
It
said
goes cup, bucket, barrel.
it's like
Oh, bless it.
it's like on Parks and Rec where they have the child-sized drink and it's a 512-ounce drink, and it's roughly the size of a small child. But they so he came up with the idea after he heard a couple of foreigners in the store talk about they missed having turkey, and it blew up right away. They actually study this as like marketing and business, like, practices of how it blew up over there. And he ended up becoming the CEO of Kentucky Fried Chicken from 1984 to 2002. And now it's a huge thing. They actually do special things for Christmas. They have dinners that start at about $32 and go up to $5,800 for the family.
For fried chicken?
No, for the family. It's like a family.
That's it?
Now it comes with chicken, cake, wine, like all kinds of stuff.
It's a barrel of chicken and a hammock of cake.
Yeah.
Here's a tip. Here's a marketing tip though. They're not selling chicken. They're selling Christmas.
They're selling Christmas. Exactly right.
And you can't put a price tag on that.
Screen.
I mean, you can, and it's $5,800.
What?
You're taking up my whole screen here, bro.
Whatever. So they started doing it because there was no tradition of Christmas in Japan, and they didn't expect, people to make big meals and things like that. So they kind of invented a holiday almost over there.
I have a question.
Yes.
That's the dream.
Is that why in America on Christmas, if you mess up your food, you go to a Chinese restaurant?
Yeah. Well, no, because they don't celebrate Christmas. So
right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's not because they go to KFC, but yeah, it's because they
that's just
don't
because
celebrate.
they're the only restaurants open.
That's exactly right.
It's only about 1% of China that is Christian, that celebrates Christianity.
Shit,
So that's what it said in here. It was about 1%. And so that's why it's not a holiday for them. It's just another day. And so, yeah, it's become a huge thing. They put the white-haired Colonel Sanders in Santa outfits, and it actually works really well because it says a country that puts high value on its elders, the red satin-suited Sanders, that's a mouthful, red satin-suited Sanders, soon became a symbol of the holiday. So he's like their Santa Claus is Colonel Sanders over there, dressed as Santa Claus.
Just imagine he's this really stern guy, and now after he's dead, everyone's fucking with him all the time.
Do you have any other Christmassy stories?
I do, but let's let somebody else go.
Nick, what are your Christmas facts that you said you had some you wanted to share today?
Some odd Christmas facts, and it sort of runs into the Colonel Sanders thing.
What?
Does it?
A little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
The original, how I was saying Colonel Sanders was probably like a stern, serious guy.
Lazarus.
Well, Santa was originally, before Coca-Cola got a hold of him, he was more often pictured as a stern, angry symbol of discipline.
Santa was?
Is this like Krampus?
Yes.
No. Krampus is a whole different thing.
Krampus was his bud who puts kids in sacks when they're bad. And
Krampus is actually grim.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
He sold his life rights.
Yeah. What are
you
doing?
Sorry, I hit the mic.
What are you trying to do?
I apologize.
She's reaching for the screen.
One. Okay.
That's a fun fact.
Give me.
Here's my favorite one.
Hey.
This is the Christmas tradition in villages in Peru.
Oh, okay.
Where people settle the previous year's grudges by fist fighting.
What?
That sounds amazing.
And And then they start the new year off with a clean slate. So
Wow.
it's like no hard feelings. You walk to the center of the town, say, "Hey Jim, I don't like how you acted this year," and you start fighting. And
I got some bitches on my list, yo. I will punch straight out.
The classic Peruvian name of Jim. When you're going out
Hola,
I'm not familiar with Peru.
Hola,
Jim.
Hola, him. Wait, what?
I worked with some Peruvians.
The picture that went with this is awesome. Is it's two little kids fist fighting? And
oh my god,
they're fucking serious too. They're looking at each other like, yeah.
That's going in the blog this week. Nick.
When they approach somebody, do they say "Merry Fistmas"?
God dang it! Top puns,
I hope they do. I really hope they do.
Merry
Top
Fistmas.
Bants, everybody. Dino, everybody.
That was good.
I'll be here all night. Until we end the cast.
Until we finish.
What else you got, Nick?
No, anybody else? Go.
The next one is the main Christmas tradition in olden times was telling ghost stories and horror stories around the fire.
Like Ghost to Christmas Past, or like what the fuck?
Just any scary story at all.
Is there any reason that it gives you behind that?
Is this like
fact?
It's the coldest, darkest time of the year.
That's true.
Oh my god! So today I posted shit, y'all. Stupid shit Amanda does. I posted that.
Do the music.
We don't have the music. I posted that tonight was the darkest night in 500 years. And you know how last week we talked about fake news? This shit was fake.
No, it wasn't fake. It was just from 6 years ago.
6 years ago. So yeah, that's fake because they said it was today.
It was a Facebook post.
And I'm like, this is our 13th podcast on the darkest night. I'm like, we're doomed. And he's like, that's not even true, sweetheart. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even look at the date either, but I posted it in our Del Taco chat. And one of the guys was like, look at the date on that. That was from 6 years ago.
Also,
damn it.
on the page, like real quick, that I made in MS Paint for our Bahhh HumCoG, I didn't write Twitch right. I misspelled it.
We all tweeted it.
We all tweeted it like 1,000 times. It's not even spelled right.
Yeah, Twitch is.
I wrote it wrong.
I didn't even look twice.
It's
what was it spelled like?
There was a T in the I or backwards.
I didn't.
I
swear to God, y'all. I'm so sorry. I have a degree. I promise.
Oh
it's
my
real.
God.
Okay, so, I got one more and then I'm done.
That was a nice little mini,
kind of funny.
Mini stupid shit Amanda says segment.
More like should I do?
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
During the Christmas of 2010, the Colombian government covered jungle trees with Christmas lights. When FARC guerrillas terrorists walked by, the trees lit up and banners popped up asking them to lay down their arms.
What?
Because it's Christmas.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Did it work?
You're walking through the jungle trying to kill people and a tree lights up and a banner pops up saying, lay down your arms, it's Christmas.
Oh,
and
shit.
But do they read English?
They were put up with by Jim from Peru anyway.
Okay.
But 331 guerrillas re-entered society, and the campaign won an award for strategic marketing.
Strategery.
That's right. It worked.
I used to work for a place called Strategic Alliance Marketing.
That doesn't sound.
It sounds fake, doesn't it?
That
It's a
doesn't
front.
sound real.
It was a place that sold like tours or tried to get people to go on tours for vacation. What do you call them? Timeshares. Timeshares.
How much did you play on the acronym being Sam?
A little.
Yeah.
I am Sam. I am Sam.
So my story about Christmas is a little more heartwarming. I'm the spirit of Christmas, so I'm bringing the heartwarming.
You're real sappy about Christmas.
I like
I know.
I want to be sappy about it. I like it.
I'm secretly sappy, which is funny because growing up, Christmas was never a big thing in my family. But for whatever this reason, I think it's like my coworkers. I work in a very friendly environment, and it's just rubbed off on me. And I was telling some of my friends this, and that's where this came from. And I can tell the story behind this outfit in a minute. But Reddit does a Secret Santa thing.
Oh yes.
And
I heard this. Go ahead.
A news that broke out on Huffington Post Weird News about Bill Gates actually participated in the Reddit Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
The best part, so it was really crazy. The person got a this box, and at first it was just a bunch of the packaging, the the bubble wrap and things like that.
Right.
And it ended up being like a bunch of like video games that the person had talked about. Like Bill Gates had like gone into this person's like comment history and found games they had talked about.
Like
and
paid
bought
attention
video games for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he like did the research on these presents and bought them slippers and like matching Zelda gloves for this person and this person's dog. It's like really funny.
Oh,
but the best
No,
and bought this person an Xbox because you know it's Bill Gates and Microsoft.
Yeah.
And even
I don't think he bought any of this.
Right, exactly.
He's just like, give me this stuff. I'm gonna.
He just like waves his finger and happens.
Exactly.
And among other things, the best part is that he took a picture of this person, like, and I think it was like, her boyfriend or the guy and his girlfriend, and he photoshopped himself in their picture with Santa hats on.
Oh, that is amazing.
And it's like so it's like this couple with their dog and then Bill Gates.
I thought that would be amazing.
Santa hats on. Unfortunately, the dog doesn't have a Santa hat on, and I'm really disappointed with that. But it's like it's just this Bill Gates just like photoshopped into this group picture.
I thought you were gonna say that he took their picture by hacking their webcams and taking a picture while they were sitting on their computer.
Legit.
No,
I think that's real.
I wonder if he did that all himself or he had people do it for him.
Somebody did it.
I don't know.
But
like,
besides the fact,
I mean, what else does he have to do?
Yeah, he's got time.
Sleep.
That's right. Raise a family. Come on, guys.
Make charitable donations.
He got money to pay people to do that family stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing obscure internet.
But you know, he is the type of guy that would be like that kind of nerd that would do the research to go into.
Absolutely.
It's a good guy. We like
him.
so.
Once a year, he does it for good instead of having people killed.
Yes.
The one thing I was going to ask, like we mentioned a few holiday themed movies that we all watch, like Christmas Vacation or Christmas Story. What are some other ones you guys typically watch? Like we watch Elf if it happens to be on.
Home Alone.
Elf's a good one.
Home Alone, of course. Are you guys on the side of what's the name of Die Hard being a Christmas movie?
Definitely.
I've never seen it.
What?
What? How do we disconnect? How do we hang up on Nick?
You fucking what, mate?
You fucking
Everybody
what?
hold up your hand and just cover his face.
Yes, just Nick is gone to us.
Shoot, why did we make him a mod? Someone ban him.
Dead to me.
I'm going to ban you out first.
Your hand smells funny.
What other ones? Santa Claus with
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm.
The Peanuts movies are always a big.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember a Christmas special when we were little of the California Raisins?
No.
Oh shit.
I do.
You do? Oh, thank God. I thought it was the
Nick is old,
Mandela.
That was the Mandela effect.
It
never happened. Shit.
It was actually the Jolly Green Giant.
Yes.
Amanda, what we should do is we should just make up stuff that completely isn't true, and we'll collaborate with each other.
No, what you do is you make up things that are
Don't you guys
really
remember
close.
this shit?
Yeah.
Remember the Garfield cartoon about Christmas?
I know.
There was one. Garfield had a Christmas movie. It was really good.
Probably.
It was.
Bill Murray wasn't in it, right?
Was Normal in it? If so, then it wasn't good.
I don't think Normal was in it. I don't remember.
You really hate Normal.
She was the worst.
Is it a girl? Normal's not a girl.
Yeah, Normal is a girl.
No, it's not.
I've
Google
made
it.
people in
Google
chat
it.
sad.
Normal is not a girl.
Shit.
Oh,
We're gonna Google it and find out that Normal is actually Shaq.
It's Sinbad.
Normal. I even spelled it right on the first try. What's
It's
up?
not a girl.
Unfortunately, I've made Lazarus sad because I never saw Die Hard.
That's true.
Oh. Well, I mean, you can start a Christmas
Shit.
tradition now.
I'll watch it this
is
year.
Normal a guy?
Hold on.
It is.
Look what it says here. Fans have often mistaken him for a girl kitten because of his eyelashes,
But it's a dude.
his seemingly effeminate personality, and the tone of his voice on the early television appearances.
I was right.
Desiree Goyette played the voice, who was a girl.
It doesn't matter. Normal was a dude.
Not normal.
And in Spanish, it was changed into Thelma, who was a female kitten.
I'm just saying, I was right. You're just trying to
Coach, I've
justify yourself.
watched Garfield in Spanish. In Peru.
You're taking up the whole screen the entire time. Jesus Christ. What other Christmassy things did we talk about? What the fuck are chestnuts, you guys? What is that?
They're a nut.
Is it a nut?
It
Who's
is.
ever eaten one of those? Has anybody
I've
had
had
one?
them before.
Have you had chestnuts roasted by an open fire?
What does it taste
In
like?
front of my house, there's a chestnut tree, so yes, I have.
What?
What does
Doesn't
it
count.
taste
You're
like?
Canadian.
Yeah, what kind of nut does it taste like?
What does it taste like?
Does it taste like chestnuts? That's
Almonds?
It tastes terrible,
Cashews?
in my opinion.
yeah. Maybe that's why you have to roast them.
No, this still
Brings
tastes
out the
terrible.
flavor.
Not good.
I don't know.
It's
I
like
don't,
really terrible.
I don't know,
like-
like a really old peanut that's sort of mushy.
I don't like Brazil
Oh,
nuts.
I love Brazil
the
nuts.
big ones, the big
They're
white
like my
ones.
favorites.
Not a fan.
Love them.
I
My
also
mom
like.
puts them in the Chex
I like
Mix.
hazelnuts, but she doesn't.
Hate it.
It's crazy.
Hate it. Hazelnuts are terrible. I just call them chazelnuts.
Jeez.
I think that's racist.
No, it's the wine talking.
All right.
What other Christmassy things did y'all have?
I have a story about Festivus.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of like the Peru thing,
What
really.
is Festivus?
Festivus is the fake holiday that Seinfeld came up with.
I didn't watch Seinfeld, so I'm unaware.
Which is funny because her nurse, when she just had the procedure and she got the shot in her back, was talking about Festivus in the recovery.
When?
In the recovery room.
What?
She
I
was-
was so hopped up, y'all.
She was all loopy at the time.
When did she mention Seinfeld?
She was we talked about Festivus for like 10 minutes while you were in there.
Shit.
Yeah. But apparently, the fake holiday, like a lot of people are actually starting to celebrate it as a anti-Christmas commercialism thing. And it's getting really big because all you need is like an aluminum pole, to put
You
up.
need to tell me what it is.
So it's a holiday as an alternative to Christmas and Hanukkah.
What qualifies something to be Festivus?
Well,
though? Like, what?
if you watch the 1997 Seinfeld episode about Festivus,
I'll be sure to do that.
Yeah. It's an alternative to commercial, religious, and sentimental aspects of Christmas. I believe they start talking about their issues with other people.
Airing of grievances.
They have
is what it's called.
fisticuffs. No.
They come into fisticuffs.
Yeah. They embraces having fun, doing so without spending a lot of money. Includes walks, snowshoe treks, Nick, and workshops and more. Shit, I can't remember.
Wasn't
So,
there
yeah, I read
wrestling as well?
I read the whole other article, and this one I'm like, I got this.
Oh wait, there
Wow.
was feats of strength as well.
Yes, that was one of the feats of strength for the rest of us.
Yeah.
For the rest of it.
Yeah.
Festivus for the rest of
Festivus
us.
Games, a series of athletic competitions aimed at novice and intermediate athletes who compete with feats of strength for the rest of us. They actually hold these, and 15,000 people showed up last year
Jesus Christ.
from U.S., Canada, and Australia, obviously.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just like an alternative that's catching on as a real
Do they have
celebration.
like Christmas trees or?
No, they have an aluminum pole.
With
Yeah.
the pole.
Just a
the
pole?
ribbons. No, they
There's-
wrap ribbons around it with different colors.
It's
Like
not
a
May Day.
maypole.
They
Right?
play tetherball.
Is it a
on
maypole?
it.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember tetherball?
And they just throw confetti at it.
Yeah,
So the first time I ever heard of Krampus was on
Supernatural.
The League
Oh yeah, that too.
because of
Taco.
Taco.
Fucking Taco. You guys
Not
don't watch The
Family
League.
Guy?
No, The
Mm-mm.
League was...
The
oh,
League
God.
was a while before it got to be like a thing.
What's up, Kane? Oh, man. Yeah, anybody else have any other stories? I have one more from this week, if nobody else does.
Oh, go ahead.
Awesome.
I mean, I have a story behind the sweater.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
tell us that. You
Do
were
that,
supposed
and
to
I'll
do that.
finish with this little one. It's
So-
just a little short one.
At my work, it's like ugly Christmas sweater week. And
Mhm.
so I like went in Monday, Tuesday, and like I had nothing. And I was thinking about going to Walmart or whatever. And one of my coworkers like, you should go to Goodwill and find like just an ugly sweater.
Yeah.
That is a great idea. So I went to 2 different Goodwills and I couldn't find anything Christmassy. And like I had found something that was kind of ugly at the second Goodwill I went to. And then I found this and I was like, that is the ugliest
It's
thing
perfect.
I've ever
It
seen.
looks a
Oh,
bit
this is
like
amazing.
Perfect.
a Bill Cosby sweater.
A little
It's
bit.
a
It
bit of a
does. That's what
Cosby
I thought.
sweater.
And so somebody else said that.
I'm a little
Has
And
it
I
afraid.
been
was-
running from you, or
Yes.
I was worried that it wasn't Christmassy enough. And I actually I texted one of my managers. I was like, hey, does this count? It's like ugly Christmas. And he's like, it's definitely ugly.
Yeah.
You got that part.
His wife suggested a red bow tie. And I was like, I have red suspenders. I just happen to have these. Like
I think
they were in my closet.
What you doing with suspenders on hand?
I
you know?
think his wife
I
might
don't
have been a
know.
Chippendales fan. So just the
Just
red bow tie. And that's it.
And then no sweater.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you ask me to put on a red bow tie and that's nothing else? That's rude. So I just like threw together a Christmas outfit, and when I got to work, like some of my coworkers was like, "Whoa,
yeah."
Did you have the hat?
Look at this.
I didn't have the hat.
Did it freeze at just the right time for you guys too?
Dude, that was amazing.
It was like,
oh, it was perfect. But
Awesome.
no, where did you get the red hat?
The red hat. So this one,
it's a Santa hat.
Just this regular hat.
I have one too.
I just had this. I wear this every day. At work I borrowed one from a coworker, but I found out that I could buy one of these from the dollar store.
Yeah.
It's
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I got a red helmet down there I can wear.
It's perfect.
What?
It is a football helmet from when I was like 7. It's plastic.
But that's my personal Christmas story.
I would have loved if the story was like I was at work and they came up and they're like, "You win the award for ugly Christmas sweater."
And then you
And
weren't
just like,
participating.
What do you mean?
It was just like my sweater.
What?
What?
I didn't get the memo.
What are you talking about? Would you like a pudding pop?
Oh God.
Actually, what it was, I got excited about ugly Christmas sweater week because then I got to wear my actual wardrobe to work.
Yes.
It comes
Man.
fashionable once a year.
I have one ugly sweater, but it's not a Christmas sweater. It's the brown one with like elbow patches.
Do you still have that, or did I throw it away? When
I
you
still
weren't
have
looking?
it.
Wait, are you a professor?
No, it's my tweed elbowed. It's you guys have seen the picture. My picture from the website actually, where I was the creep with the thing. I was wearing that sweater. That was my.
If you're not a professor, that's illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
tweed is illegal if you're not a professor.
I'm pretty sure you stole it because you have to show your credentials at the cash register in order to even buy one of those.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Like, can you not see I'm already wearing it? Come on.
Yeah.
Why do teachers need to protect this part anyway? What's going on?
Because they lean on the stands on the podiums whenever they're talking so much.
Oh, I was gonna say that's how they discipline students.
I totally just made that up, but it sounded good.
Just elbow 'em.
What was your other story?
So my other story is, I don't know if you guys heard about this week, but earlier in the week, it was about 2 or 3 days ago, the IMAX theaters played a Mummy trailer. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And they omitted like half of the sound effects on accident. And so there were random Tom Cruise and whoever the lady is screams that should have been in context with like things happening, like things exploding, but they were just random Tom Cruise yells and screams. And it became a viral thing. And I actually retweeted it, but then Universal like did a copyright claim. And so the tweet's gone, but people had saved it and saved the sound effects from it. And now it's a ringtone that you can download of just Tom Cruise screams. And then also, if you check my Twitter today, I retweeted one that somebody overlaid the screams of Darth Vader's from episode 3 when he breaks out of the little chain, the shackles, you know, after he's become Darth Vader.
Spoilers!
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, right.
Your anger.
You don't know that.
If you haven't seen it by now, then fuck
Come
off.
on. But
That's right.
Guys, Anakin is Darth Vader.
God dang it.
Luke's father.
They put the screams in place of his no and all the scream, and it's fucking classic. You got to go watch it.
My
But
ringtone.
They made it a ringtone now. Also,
My ringtone is my Yoda impersonation. I'm not doing it again. Don't fucking ask me to do it. I'm not doing it again. Look it up.
Sorry, that's not.
You
That's
can
our
download
intro
that
music.
on the website. So
That's right.
Make it your own ringtone.
We do.
Speaking of
yours?
redubbing sounds.
My ring. I don't remember.
Oh, yours was the like laser sound or something that you did?
One of those.
Speaking of Star Wars redubs, have you seen the Rogue One trailer where the alarm is redubbed with the sound from Home Improvement?
No.
That he does?
No.
No.
Oh, it's my favorite thing. You know that like curious sound. He goes like,
Yeah.
The
it's
grunt?
that in place of the Death Star alarm. It's the best thing.
Oh
It
my
makes me
God.
laugh so much. I showed it to my coworkers that I used to work with, and they were just like, "What is that?" And I'm just like cracking up the whole time.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
The only celebrity I've ever met in person was Jonathan Taylor Thomas at a car
JTT?
show
Oh,
in
really?
Waco,
Oh my
Texas.
Did
He's
you make out with
this
him?
tall. No, he's tiny.
This
Deal
was in
breaker.
what, 1994?
Tiny. It was in 1994.
Close. What?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Then yes.
No, it was
1994.
in. Yeah.
Is that right? Yes.
doesn't
that's
he
right.
like hide from the public
93 or
now and all this
94? He could be in this room right now and you would know because he's this big.
Did you guys see that somebody did a Doom mod, like the original Doom or Doom 3? One of them. And they did a mod where all of the textures in the game were replaced with Tim Allen's face. And all of the sounds in the game were replaced with Tim Allen grunt.
So was it just his face?
Like all the walls. No, like every panel of...
Did it show him snorting cocaine at all? Or
no. But it was like every wall, every surface of the gun.
Why Tim Allen?
I don't know. Somebody did it as a thing.
Fucking
like,
random.
Yeah.
Because it was an improvement.
Damn it. His puns are
on point.
Yeah.
On point. What else you got about Christmas? Dino, Nick, anything else? Come on, you guys. So. That was your one assignment.
No, they gave us like 2 or 3 apiece. That was good. That was worth it. Yeah. What? What do you have?
Do you guys remember when you were little, you would have like footy pajamas for Christmas, like the footy pajamas? Did you have those?
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
Did you?
Also, I do remember another thing from Christmas as a child. I'm from a trailer park, first of all. Clearly, it's got a screw top.
Classy A.
I'm in the box though.
So we had our heating vents were on the floor.
Yeah. And
so then you would take like your biggest, baggiest shirt and you would like ball your knees up.
Right.
And you put your shirt over it and you were over the vent.
Yeah.
And there was like one vent that was super hot because it was right by the hot water heater. And so you would see who could wake up the earliest and you would go to that vent to get the warmest. Every time my brother beat me.
Man, you were poor.
This is so specifically weird.
Yeah.
You guys remember that thing?
You ran out of shit to say, so I'm talking.
We used to have the floor vents also, and my mom babysat like other kids for a while until I was like probably 5 or 6. And we had this one little shit that would stuff stuff like things, pencils and anything you could find.
He was from
down in the vent of the bathroom vent. And
that little bastard.
Yeah, and would flush stuff down the toilet. He flushed like a pair of my mom's earrings down the toilet. And he was a shit. Scott.
I hope he hears this.
Scott.
What's his last name?
I don't remember. It's like Tolbert.
Is it like Scott Farkas from the Christmas story? Scott Farkas.
Exactly. Now I just think of Fargus.
Remembering that.
You know what? After owning a home and you tell this story about people putting stuff down the... After being a homeowner and you're talking about this kid putting stuff in the vents, I'm like, that little motherfucker.
Yeah.
So this happened at work.
Me very angry.
The other day,
the
other day I get to work and some dude's up on a ladder pulling egg crates out of a heating vent.
Not literal egg crates.
They're like the ones that are like foam. egg crate foam cartons. For your bed. Mm-hmm. Somebody had stuffed in the vent because our AC like blows super hard in one area. And I'm like, they were like all crusted and half burned. And the reason that they found them is because it like started to smolder. And I'm like,
they turned the heater on for the first time?
Well, first of all, he gets on a ladder without approval and goes all the way up there and stuffs them in there. Second of all, what if they caught fire and the whole building goes up? It's a lease and then all these people are going to die.
Everybody's dead.
I was pissed because I'm in charge of like the whole building. Mm-hmm. I was so angry.
Everybody's dead. And how do you feel now?
I feel silly.
People don't fucking think.
No, they don't think of consequences.
Do you know who it was?
I do, but we're not naming names.
It was Steve.
No, don't do that. But you should.
Fucking Steve.
Are you gonna confront him?
He doesn't work there anymore. He doesn't work there anymore.
You should stop.
He didn't get fired. He didn't get fired.
She found him and went Merry Fistmas and punched him in the face.
Merry Fistmas,
Merry Fistmas, motherfucker.
Hey.
Oh, did you say it at the same time? Well, fuck you.
Enjoyment Gaming has hosted us as well.
Why would he host us when we're about to close?
I don't know. He probably didn't realize.
Damn executive producers.
Actually, he might have done it earlier and just redone it. I don't know.
So, do you guys see the other non-Christmas story from this week? But it's related to a video game that Amanda loves very, very much. Overwatch.
What happened? Oh no, I hate it. Go ahead.
Oh yes, the lesbian.
Yeah, so there was a comic.
Yes.
So there's a Christmas comic, which if you haven't read it, you should read it.
No.
If you haven't read that comic, you should read it. I almost cried at the end.
It was a short, wasn't it?
No, it was a comic. It was
okay.
I have things to say. So
not Zarya.
I know it's Tracer,
yes.
But let me say this. She looks more feminine than almost all the other female characters.
Yes.
So she's a lipstick lesbian.
Okay. But she's still a lesbian, and people.
But it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit?
So,
who gives
people
a
do.
shit?
That's the
So
problem.
for those who don't know, there's a comic that came out because there's a series of Overwatch comics where Tracer is a lesbian. She gives a present to her girlfriend, and there's like one panel where they kiss, and some people freaked out. Some people were like, "Yay!" Like here's representation or whatever. Some people I saw like a couple of people that were like freaking out that like there's this like hypersexualized character that was like a lesbian, so it's like appealing to the male audience, which is weird to me because to me like Tracer was like the intentionally not sexualized female character,
right?
Like
no,
there was a whole
she was a Widowmaker.
She was definitely sexualized. Her and Widowmaker together, like the whole entire time.
But there was that whole like kerfuffle over like that animation where she did and like showed her butt, and then they like undid it. Because it was like too
that was before it actually came out. They changed the victory pose.
I posted that picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then it was like a whole big deal.
But it was just like it was a Christmas theme comic, and if you haven't read it, you should read it. And like I said, I almost cried at the end.
I saw a really funny tweet about it. That was that it doesn't fucking matter if Tracer is a lesbian because none of you will move the payload anyways. It's like you'll still continue. You'll still continue to not move the payload.
I saw that.
It's like
Zarya's definitely more.
I love Zarya.
Stereotypical.
She's awesome.
Lesbian than Tracer.
She's like my number 2 played character behind Mei. Mei's Bae. If you don't like it, shut up. Mei's awesome.
I played Mei once and it was terrible.
Oh, she's my favorite.
Overwatch is so overhyped.
I have probably 10 times more playtime on Mei than I do any other character.
Have you been playing Overwatch this week, Totreb?
I have not actually. Maybe we'll do that this weekend.
There's a bunch of skins and stuff that people are pretty excited about.
I did actually log in when the skins released, and I bought I think $20 worth of the.
Of course.
Well, I was like, I want to just I want to support a little bit and get some. And I ended up with
earn those. Come on.
I got your Nutcracker skin, so shut up.
Oh, goddamn you.
And then I didn't get Mei. I was sad about that. I did get I got Zarya's, and I did get Mei's emote, the one where she built a snowman. And I got.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to do some blow, man? Oh, sorry. And then and then I got Zarya's like exotic emote where she pulls the present out and it's random.
That one was cool, I have to admit.
Awesome. I got Zarya's skin. I got Symmetra's little finisher thing where she does the little blizzard.
That sounds pornographic.
Yeah.
When you call it a finisher.
I don't know. I got some good ones though. Oh, I got Farah's skin too, which I really wanted.
Gross.
I'm gonna get Mei's skin and show it to you, and then delete my account just to destroy it.
Gross.
I do want to get Mei's though.
Nick has a skin mask already.
I know. He's wearing it right now.
I got a real life skin.
Hearing you say I want to get Mei's skin, I was thinking something totally different.
I do. I'm into that. I'm into it.
She is a nice lady.
It's a good thing you're not in Texas.
She's not. She's like evil, and everybody hates her, and I love her.
She like
I don't think people hate her. I think that they get mad because she's really good.
People really hate Mei.
So
they
Which,
really
on the internet, that equates to people hating her.
Okay, well, get good or play a different character.
That's the number one response. That's me with Destiny though. It's like once the update came out, there's like new emotes, and so like I definitely dropped some money to buy some emotes. There's one that's like it's my favorite right now. You do like some finger pistols and like it's called Pew Pew.
Oh shit! I said it as you said it.
Yeah. So it's my favorite one right now, but Destiny's been pretty fun this week with Sparrow Racing and Strike Scoring.
Yes, go into that a little bit.
Yeah, because you were gonna talk about. We waited to really talk about Sparrow Racing until you were on, because I know that you do that more than.
Well, I
did a few, but
I did on one character. I got to rank 5, and I got class S, and I did the whole thing on my Warlock, and I got the full set of gear and all that fun stuff. And I'm almost done with the book. I need to do some more strikes to finish the full book to get to rank 11 or whatever it is. Right?
Yeah. Have you done this? So you have done some of the strikes?
Yeah, I've done probably 5 or 6 of the 8 achievements for the book. So I've done a few of them. I did the Nexus. I did Omnigul's redone. God, we murdered that.
I fucking hate Omnigul.
Well, they redid Omnigul. They redid Nexus. They redid
Tanix.
Yes, thank you. I did all. I did
Is that
all
the
of them.
Servitor one?
No, Tanix is the one that came out on the moon when.
Yeah, he's the big captain guy, the falling guy.
Was it Rise of
Oh,
Iron?
that dude. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Was it Rise of Iron when that came out, or was that
No, that was House of
House of
Wolves.
Wolves? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tanix has no house. She's fucking
He's
homeless.
a murderer.
Who was the one that I had the really cool cape from
Please
for my
donate.
hunter?
That was it.
Yeah,
Those
that's
Tanix. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a
Please.
cooler cape that is blue
Oh,
with
the
like a
new
snowflake
one.
thing in the back.
The
That
new
emblem
hunter.
thing is the background on my desktop because
Oh,
it's
that's
very,
awesome.
it's
I
very,
wanna
very
see
pretty,
it.
and I like pretty things.
So what he's talking about is they did an exclusive set for each class that only comes from these new treasures, the Dawning treasures. And I got the full Warlock set, which annoys me because it's the worst of the three. The worst?
Worst?
Bratwurst?
Worse.
Worst.
Yeah.
Leavenworth.
Get the antlers.
Sausage?
Yes. The other two have cool horns, but it's like just spiky.
Cool
The
horns,
Warlock
bruh.
one. Cool
Like-
horns, bruh.
I just want that hunter cape.
Me too.
I
Me
play
too.
hunter mostly, and I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't hit rank 5, and I haven't been able to play that much. I'm in college, and last week was exam week for me.
Right.
So I'm, and I've been working a bunch this week, so I'm trying to catch up. But it's been fun. I mean, Sparrow Racing's back with 2 new maps. Strike scoring's been pretty fun for the Nightfall and Heroic
So,
Strike.
Dino, what does strike scoring do exactly? Like, explain to me the point of it.
Okay, so there's some basic things like you get like a certain amount of points for the different kinds of enemies you kill, but then there's also like kind of more complex things for getting like a certain amount of kills in rapid succession with like your primary weapon and then your special weapon. And then if you get there's like kind of it kind of promotes certain kind of play styles. Like if you can switch up your weapon, you get like more points. There's like there's streaks, and so you get like 3 kills with a primary weapon, and in a few seconds you get a primary streak. You get a few kills with your special weapon, you get a special streak. And if you get it like within like a few minutes, if you get one with your primary weapon, special weapon, and your heavy weapon, you get a rainbow streak. So it's kind of like promoting some diversity in your playstyle. So if you get like different kinds of weapon kills, super kills, use your abilities, and if you play as a team and all your teammates get a lot of kills,
Okay.
it gives you more points. So it's kind of to mix up strikes, which is cool because strikes really became like the most.
They get very
formulaic
boring, like grind and grind
Yeah,
and grind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially in year 1, like all the bosses were like just this thing that stands still and shoots at you with a bunch of health. It was just a bullet sponge.
What was the one we
Yeah.
got every fucking time in the garden? What was it?
The Blackguard. Oh, the Restorative Mind.
Oh god.
Right?
Undying
I'm so
Mind.
tired
Mind.
of doing
Undying Mind.
that
The restorative is
fucking
the PS4
strike.
one.
I swear to
You
God.
guys,
Yeah, that one's one of
have-
the bad ones.
do you have Restorative Mind on Xbox yet?
No.
Ah,
No.
it's already.
I think
fine,
that was
think.
supposed to come like there. I mean, it was gonna maybe come this year. Everyone was expecting it, but then
Yeah.
it didn't come over because
That was
there's kind of
weird.
like a year exclusivity.
That was
Nick,
weird.
did you ever play Destiny, or you're not into it at all?
He doesn't have consoles.
I don't have consoles. So.
At all? You don't
Gotcha.
have any?
Hey,
Nope.
Destiny 2 on PC, maybe.
I know. That's what I'm
Maybe.
hoping
Yeah,
for.
that would be cool.
Maybe.
Nick and I did some culling one
Nick, say
time, and
something.
we need to get back into it.
I know.
He's sworn off the culling.
What
Well,
happened?
I'd still do it. It's garbage now, but I'd still do it. I
We
do miss
have
my
other
games.
games.
What happened?
Actually, now we can play Minecraft again, people.
I know we're gonna go back to Fresh
Hey.
Canada.
I
Do
need
you
to.
know? Do you play Minecraft?
I have in the past, but
We
I
have
need
a
a new
world.
account.
We have a world. No, you don't need an
He's
account.
not
Yeah.
invited.
You can
I'm
log
just
into your own
kidding.
one.
We try to
I-
play Minecraft
I-
quite often.
Borrowed somebody else's account, and I'm not fond of
Try.
I'm
I
so
would do.
frustrated. You can see
Actually,
behind.
you
look,
can change your username like once a year or something
look
like
back
that. so-
behind
Really?
us.
Yeah.
It's all Minecraft characters because that's the only game that matters
Yeah.
in life.
Minecraft's
But
great.
then
We
OBS
played together
broke.
like 3 minutes.
I know.
Do you guys do
like
creative or survival?
survival, but we
Okay,
have our
good.
own server, so we don't play
I'm not very
on any.
creative, so-
We don't play on public servers.
Yeah,
'cause
Kami, we got to get that fixed.
Fuck
They
12
have like 600 like mods
Yes,
on
you
it,
too, EG.
and it just doesn't.
Yeah, well, no. Okay, so
It's
we've
like-
we've
That
tried to
wasn't the
optimize
problem.
it.
It was OBS. was
We
the
got it
problem.
optimized pretty well to this on this new server, and
So
then
frustrating.
the OBS, the Windows, it wasn't OBS, it was a Windows update. Remember that just
Mhm.
anything.
Killed it.
It was the Windows anniversary update, and then there's been some updates in OBS that fixed it.
It
so.
fixed it now.
We
I just
should be
need
good to
do-
go
I
to
just
actually
need to
play
get
it.
back
I-
to it.
Played Minecraft fair enough on X because I'm a console pleb.
Yeah, plebs. But back to just real quick on the Destiny thing. You mentioned the rainbow streaks, and I found out something interesting, that the time between when you can do the primary and special and heavy kills is really long. As long as you don't shoot anything else. Yeah. As long as you don't shoot it. So you can shoot 3 things with your primary, and as long as you don't shoot anything else, if you switch to your secondary, take your sweet ass time and just shoot 3 things with the sniper.
You can get like primary and the special kill and then die, get revived, and then get heavy kills and still get the rainbow streak.
Right. And people have been freaking out about it. Oh, it's so hard because you got to do it. I'm like, you don't have to do it fast at all. Don't freak yourself out.
That's what she said. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You don't know the hardest thing for me?
What's that?
I play Night Stalker mostly, which is one of the hunter subclasses.
Right. It's hard to get
super kills have been the hardest thing in the world.
Just because a golden gun or something.
I know. I need to.
Yes, Nick.
I've got someone else in the room here, and they're like slowly, quietly trying to eat a chip. It's the most.
Just eat it. We don't care. It's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. Just crunch. Do it.
Hey, speaking of chips,
eat it.
Did you get your bag of chips?
Yeah. Did you get your chips?
Eat it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I never go to the mail.
God dang it, Nick!
Nice.
I sent you a picture, Nick.
Go talk.
I'm going to go for that, but that's like still 2 weeks coming. I'm sure.
Go talk to Esther or whoever runs your post office. In
Dino
that
got
house.
his.
It's Jim from Peru, and that's why I'm gonna fight it.
Let's go on stream.
Dino got his picture from me. His signed, autographed. Don't show your private message on the back.
What?
I'm not going to show my private messages.
I put a private message on everybody, so it's different for every single person.
I see what's
I can't tell you.
Okay.
So
I even sent one. I sent one to Millie and Angel, and
they said just eat the chip. By the way,
just eat the chip.
What are you talking about?
Eat the chip 2016. So I have a cool story related to Destiny, but also related to kind of Christmas.
Yes.
So I was the quick shout out. Oh, my mic. A quick shout out to Dr. Lupo, who's another streamer who's kind of bigger.
We all like and retweet him all the time.
Yes.
He's awesome. He's a great family guy. Really fun streamer to watch.
Cutest
but he's got a
baby.
Discord server, and I was in his Discord server, and there's kind of some friends I've made through there, and I was playing with, and I was playing Trials of Osiris on Destiny, which is a competitive 3v3 mode, and I was complaining about my controller because I had a bad charge cable, and it was making my controller cut out, and then later on in the conversation, I mentioned how cool it would be to have an Elite controller and that I didn't have one. And he just kind of offhand goes, give me your address on Discord and I'll send you one. I'm like, that's really funny. And then he sends me a private message on Discord saying, what's your address? And I'm like, what? Like, you're kidding.
No.
Oh.
I didn't believe it. I give him my address, my name and address, and he sends me an Xbox Elite controller.
No way.
Oh, wow, nice.
Lupo
Dino, I'm telling you, Dino is like super paranoid about giving his shit out because it took me like 17 times to get him to tell me his fucking address, and he still wouldn't give me his last name. So it says his first name and then Dino because I didn't know his fucking name.
Yeah.
In my defense, I was at work and I didn't have my phone on.
You're a liar. You had plenty of opportunity to give me your shit.
Wish you weren't a liar.
But if you don't know, an Xbox Elite controller is $150.
Yeah. Do you know how much my picture's worth?
Priceless.
$1.20 something.
Now I'm going to show you my controller.
Actually, yes, that was actually very accurate. It's like $1.68.
But I was blown away. Like, I was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm just some kid on the internet, and this is this guy that I played. I know we played.
Some of us are actually nice people, and we like to just say nice things.
Hey, I watched you carry him during the spooky trials. All right, I don't want to hear it.
Like
that was nerd.
Enjoyment Gaming sent me a shirt.
Dino, that wasn't even you. That was Nerd. I remember that. Nerdlit.
Yeah.
What's up?
Are you drunk right now? What's happening?
No.
That was Nerd.
So this is my awesome controller. I have a Cinch. Have you seen these? So,
do you know how long? Okay, first of all, do you know how long it took him to figure out to make these buttons red and keep this black and make this red? He asked me like 17 times for an opinion.
I have buttons.
Nice.
So these are programmable. And Yes.
Oh my god.
This
is really good for the iTunes.
It really
listeners.
is. I know.
Yeah.
Go watch it on YouTube, you fucks.
Oh god.
And then look at this.
Let's describe it in detail.
Yeah, in much detail. Describe it.
These actually come
here's
off.
the ASMR again.
Yeah,
Oh,
do
yeah.
that.
Right now,
Describe it.
Totreb is pulling off the analog sticks and showing the customizability of the Cinch controller.
This is whenever the podcast gets creepy because now everybody's drunk and you are pulling apart a controller on stream.
Hold on, do you hear this clicking?
Can you stop?
Click,
Can you
click,
stop, please?
click.
I swear to God, you'd be really good at this, though.
He would.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna start recording ASMR.
Somebody who was it online that was like your voice is like velvety.
Oh,
sex.
that was actually
Who was
Lazarich.
that?
He's here with us. Lazarich.
Hello, Lazarich.
I don't know how to say your name, buddy.
Lazarich.
He's one of our new
friends.
new friends. He followed all of us and tweeted about us, and
super cool guy.
he is a streamer as well. Go follow him.
He's just waiting for the ASMR. Not into this
yeah,
stuff.
he said my voice is. Who did he say it was like? Do you remember?
Velvety sex. No, I don't know.
No, you keep talking about it. I'll find
I
it.
have no idea. But I tried listening to ASMR because Nick told me about it because I have super bad insomnia, but it didn't really work for me because I was paying too much attention to the story they were telling rather than just listening to the sounds. It's hard for me. That's why I listen to the same podcast just over and over again that I've heard like 1,000 times each because then I'll just fall asleep. Or put on football and I'll fall asleep. Or, randomly, The Fifth Element puts me to sleep like right away, which is really weird.
That is really weird.
Is it the opera song?
No, it's like before that even starts. Like before she even crashes into his fucking cab, I'm out like a light. But I have a really hard time sleeping.
ASMR, I just watched Bob Ross on YouTube.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
All the episodes of The Joy of Painting, and like I get the tingles, and I just like get really relaxed. Sometimes I do get that.
I never got the tingles until Nick told me about what's his name? Tell me again, Nick.
Ephemeral Rift.
Yes, so I did get the tingles, but in like a creepy way. Like I felt like some guy was like right behind me, gonna shank me. So it wasn't really relaxing.
That's not the effect usually, but
the first like ASMR type thing I ever saw was the virtual barbershop. Did you guys ever see that on YouTube?
No.
It was the binaural microphone, and it's a guy like pretending like he's giving you a haircut, and he like moves around, and at one point whispers, and it sounds like it's like right behind. He's standing.
Yeah, that's what Ephemeral Rift does too. He even uses the scissors and everything.
Yeah. It was like a few years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, that I'd seen a friend of mine had showed that to me, and that was like the first like binaural like ASMR type thing.
The scissors worked really well. Like that gave me the tingles in a good way. The scissors were cool, but the like crinkling of paper like sends a bad chill down my spine. It's like nails on a chalkboard. So that one I didn't really like. There's like a lot of different ones. Have
you watched like Bob Ross with headphones on? Like it's pretty cool because like when he's painting, it's the best. And like the people who watch Bob Ross a lot, like they always it's the knife when he's like doing like mountains and stuff like that. It's because it's like a palette knife against the canvas of the
sound
the
it makes. Yeah,
it's like really.
He's up
satisfying.
on Netflix now too.
He's on Netflix. I found it, and I can DM this to you, but I found a YouTube channel that posted like 20 plus seasons of Joy Painting on YouTube.
That would be good. I need to download that. Nick knows a lot about ASMR. So besides Ephemeral Rift, who were the other ones that you suggested?
One was Heather Feather.
Yeah, and her voice was a little too light for me. It didn't quite work. Yeah. Who else do you suggest?
ASMR Requests. Her name's Allie. There's a whole bunch. I like Ephemeral Rift's ones because he does stories.
His are really cool stories, but like I said, I want to hear the ending of the story, so I'm listening to the story, and I can't fall asleep because I want to hear because it's interesting, like the doctors and like the psychological part of it. It's like an interesting, cool story, and I'm like, I want to hear what happens. So
yeah, he does visiting hours at ASMR, which is Arkham Sanitarium for mental
his stories are really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his stories are really
sounds
cool.
pretty interesting.
Doesn't he have like an actual degree in some like really high tech shit or something? I forgot what I read about it.
Well, I don't know what he does, but he's got like costumes that are like $6,000.
Jesus.
He's really serious
stuff.
about it. He's very good.
I saw his plague mask. It was
He's very
Did
good.
you see the rhino one? Or
I listened to the Plague Doctor more than any of the other ones.
Yeah.
So that one was really cool. So you found where the guy said something about...
And it wasn't Lazarick. I apologize. He did join. He did follow us recently and had been chatting with us. This was the Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, the Red Dragon Inn. That's right.
They are a group of nerds also who do...
They podcast.
D&D and podcasts and things like that. They gave us a special shout out. And the one of the guys from there, Cody, who gave us a message, he's the one who said that I sound like Steve Bloom to him.
I don't know who that is.
And apparently he's a voice actor who's done a lot of video games, and Blind Mouse really knew and said it's like sex to her ears.
That's where I got the Velvet sex from. Was Blind Mouse.
Steve Bloom is like sex to her ears.
You do have like a certain vibration to your voice that's very calming. It's very calming.
Certain resonance.
Yes.
Yeah.
American voice actor of anime, animation, and video games, known for his distinctive deep voice.
Whereas my voice is irritating to most people, and like
he provides the voice of Tom, the host of Cartoon Network and Adult Swim's Toonami programming block.
Candace says Steve Bloom is the main voice actor for Cowboy Bebop Spike.
I never saw
that was the other one.
Yeah, she said something about that. Blind Mouse mentioned that, but I have never seen Cowboy Bebop.
Oh man, Cowboy Bebop, top soundtrack, so good.
Yeah,
it's like when I was younger, like some of my brother and some of his friends like certain animes, and so that was like one of the first anime series.
People have suggested to me to watch Cowboy Bebop because I'm like very.
I've seen some of it.
Hyper hateful of anime, and so people have tried to get me.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
Kami said be careful.
Richard said what?
If you dive too deep into ASMR, be careful.
Your hat's falling off.
Yeah.
Oh.
It can get weird. I found like the
I like the
ASMR
weirdness
stuff.
of it though. Like Ephemeral Rift gets super creepy with his, and I kind of like that. But then I want to listen to it. Like I'm not gonna fall asleep to that.
Well, that's because you like scary.
Yeah, I like the horror kind of stories, and it's really kind of creepy and.
His stuff
weird.
is all based off H.P. Lovecraft. If you know about him, like the
Bloodborne.
Yeah, it's really cool, kind
Bloodborne.
of steampunk kind of stuff, and so I was too interested to fall asleep. Like I'm like hanging on everywhere, like what's gonna happen?
Well, that's.
But
cool
there
too.
was one time, I will admit, there was one time I was listening to something of his, and he was talking. He was like, "I'm just getting you ready. I'm just getting you ready." And now we're gonna get into the actual counseling and put you to sleep now. And then I don't remember anything after that.
That's creepy.
Whatever he said next literally knocked me out.
And then he says like artichoke, and all of a sudden you go kill somebody.
It was fucking weird. I was just out.
you become
and I'm like, man,
she's been hypnotized. And trained.
No, I need to be hypnotized so that you can be like potatoes, and I just fall asleep.
Has anybody ever been to an actual hypnotist show, like a comedy one?
Are they real?
Yeah, we had one. When I was
what?
When I was a freshman, I think, in college.
They're not real. I don't think they're real.
Legit, real.
Until I get hypnotized, I'm not going to believe.
Well, you have to be susceptible to it, too. You have to...
8% of the population are highly susceptible to hypnotism.
You have to be weak-minded.
So you know that fact, but you don't think it's real?
I don't. I think that they're lying. They're acting.
Yeah. Well, one guy I know for sure was acting. Like, he went up there as a joke. This huge stoner kid. And he was like, hilarious. And he went up there and joked and faked it the whole time. But two friends I knew were actually part of it because they were in the student government at the time. And they selected them. And they don't remember anything of it from what they were saying. And
how do you know they're not lying to you?
Because I believed them. They were friends of mine.
I heard know a lot of
friends never lie to friends.
Yeah.
Never. Especially
friends
in college.
don't lie.
Nobody lies in college, especially not on resumes. But I heard that hypnotists were actually from alternate universe.
Oh, it's true.
Mandela effect.
Exactly.
That's not even a
throwbacks,
thing.
guys.
It's not even a thing.
It's references from way back. Self-referential humor.
You can't reference. It's too meta, you guys. You can't reference this actual. Hey,
Abed is awesome. All right.
In this podcast.
Don't worry. In an alternate universe, we never talked about that.
Troy and Abed in the morning.
Wait, no. In an alternate universe, someone else is talking about us.
Yes.
That's right.
I wish somebody would talk about me. You know, here's the thing. So,
but how do you know?
With podcasts, like I listen to the Yog Pod from the Yogscast or the Triforce.
No relation.
Not related at all. I apologize for the similarities. Or the Triforce podcast,
which is
Sips' voice is very ASMR for me. Like he puts me to sleep right away. Sips puts me right to sleep, whether he's funny or not. So I listen to their podcast constantly, and Simon Lane from the Yogscast, shout out. He's never gonna fucking hear this, but if he did,
they said the same thing when they started their podcast.
He makes me super happy, and I just really hope that someone that listens to our podcast gets actual joy out of it. Like, if I can make somebody's day, and Simon gets me through depressive moments, if I can get someone else through depressive moments, that's my goal.
Well, it's a cycle also. I mean, everybody goes through, their own things and personal things throughout their life, and sometimes it takes other people.
I would be so happy if I made somebody else happy like that.
You do.
That's cool.
I don't know that I do, but we entertain a little bit. But if I actually got somebody through some hard times the way that Simon got me through hard times.
Well, that's good.
Well, we can help him right now. Just stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it, or I'll bury you alive in a box.
You buck up.
I think like there's just some comfort in finding something that's relatable and like finding someone you can relate with.
Yeah,
exactly.
And, like, especially if you're like immediate environment, it's like you can't relate with it. It's kind of unsettling, and you find something that you can relate with. And I think like for you guys or for us, we know what we like and we talk about it, and there's going to be people out there that like the same things and find it relatable, and that'll help through them.
Yeah.
Well, and
we've got a wide variety of weirdos. Like we've got a weird.
That's very true. There is like a wide variety of
We've
an
got
audience.
people who wear suspenders.
That's right.
We got people like Nick.
That like mustard. Just look like in the background. Look at how many mustard bottles he's got there.
Yeah.
And his porn couch. Porn couch.
Yeah. Nick,
before we stop, by the way, I want us all to high five on the screen here.
Oh, this.
I can't reach
bend
across.
my hand that way.
Slap.
That's gonna look cool when it ends up on Twitch.
Screenshot.
Yeah, but like, what was I gonna say? I don't even fucking remember.
Drink your wine.
There's like half a bottle gone already, you guys.
Drink your wine, honey.
We're talking about helping people.
I'm empty.
That's a beer, though. Get good, Scrub. This is a fucking bottle of wine.
Let me drink that.
What was I gonna say? It was important.
Was it?
Yeah, kinda.
You were talking about this.
So I'm not even actually like super into video games, which is people don't know that I'm not super into video games because that's kind of what we talk about.
Kick her off.
Well, I mean, that's what we talk about most.
Into some games, but it's a very small subset of games.
Minecraft.
Basically.
I'm kind of the same way where I don't play a lot of games. I'm kind of aware of a lot of things, but I kind of focus on certain things. That's why, like for me, like I play Destiny almost constantly these days. Like for the past year, it's been almost the only thing I play.
Hold on, let's see how many hours Gino has played Destiny.
I like this kind of thing.
I don't have as much time logged as some other people.
When did you start, actually?
So I've actually got a kind of funny story about that. I was gonna buy Destiny right when it came down. I played the beta. I played the alpha on a friend's PlayStation. Was hanging out with him. I was like, this seems really cool. Played the beta. Was gonna buy it at launch, but at the time I was like pretty early into college, didn't have a lot of money to spare, and the money I was gonna spend on Destiny, I ended up spending on like a random gift for a friend. And so I didn't buy it until like late, like I think it was like May or something after it came out, and it came out in September.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy any of the DLC, the first couple DLC, until Taken King came out, which was a year after the release of Destiny.
Yeah, so you didn't get Darkglow or House of Wolves.
Exactly.
I have an interjection.
Yes.
I just had a really specific glitch in the Matrix, like deja vu moment. I've never even seen Dino in person before today, but I have like a memory of him saying exactly what he was just talking about. It's really weird.
Alternate timelines and
We're
realities.
We're talking about it in a movie where Sinbad played a genie.
Yes.
No, I'm serious. Like that's really
that happens.
Weird.
Like deja vu is a thing that is still not explained.
I have never talked to Dino before.
I mean,
why would I have deja vu from that?
What I'm noticing,
that's how deja vu works. You can't explain it.
Is Dino is like Jesus. He's like pure goodness. Like I sacrificed this to help my friend.
That's the part that I swear I've heard him say before, but
Yeah.
I've never heard his voice before.
Dino's
It's
great.
I might have
weird.
talked. I stream Destiny sometimes, and I might get a couple of viewers.
Oh,
but
maybe I
it might
heard
have
you
been on
say it
that.
on there. Oh, thank
You
God.
might have
Now
heard
I
me
feel
say it
less
on
crazy. Okay.
I've told the
feel
story a few
like
times.
you feel like you've heard it just because that's the goodness touching your soul.
Exactly.
Anything to
spirit of
I'm
explain.
sorry.
The
Okay,
spirit
so
of
when you're done
Christmas.
with your story, Dino, I have a question for Nick. Go ahead.
But no, that's basically it. I mean, when Taken King came out a year after the original release of Destiny, that's when I kind of started playing Destiny a lot more. So I don't have as much time logged as other people.
Right.
But it's for the past year or so. I've been playing Destiny a lot.
Well, if you'd like to know, you have 917 hours logged.
Hey, I'm coming up on 1,000.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
That's not too much. But you haven't deleted any characters, which is surprising that you've never
I
done
didn't
that.
delete any
I
of
love my
mine.
character.
I've deleted a
I've-
lot of mine. Well, because I'd
And I have
start
something
over.
to say about deleting characters. I thought about deleting a character because with Taken King, there were some class-specific weapons that came out
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't know about at the time, and I deleted one. And there used to be no way to get them back.
No way.
But with the December update that just came out, there you can purchase them now.
They did. You can buy them
And-
from the gunsmith back.
Yeah. So for those who play Destiny, the Warlock exclusive fusion rifle, Susanu or
Snoo.
The snoo
Snoo
snoo.
Snoo. I just purchased that the other day, and I finally have it back after deleting it
It's
like over a
beautiful,
year
isn't
ago.
Got it from
It's
the
beautiful.
gunsmithy.
Oh,
But
it's so
I-
good.
Fusion rifle. I didn't know about fusion rifles at the
I
time.
know. You were new.
And now they're great, and I'm excited to try it out. But
I have a question.
I was kind of adding
Go ahead.
on to what Amanda said is Destiny. Like I can relate in that I don't play a lot of different games, but I'm kind of aware of different things and focus on
Right.
certain games. But
I'm only
there's, like,
aware
certain
because of
things-
you guys.
Yeah.
Like otherwise,
There's
I
certain
wouldn't.
things that I'm like happy for the gaming community. Like when there's like a good Zelda game coming out, that's
Right.
exciting, and like I kind of like I'm happy for the gaming community. If that makes sense.
The thing with me is like I wasn't a gamer before Totrim, Lucas, but I'm the kind of person where I just dive right into something. So because he's so into it, I want to be a part of what he's excited about and what he's into. So I just dive both feet into it.
That's pretty
I don't
cool.
think that's
just
a
how I
dive.
am.
That's a good lady. That's a
I
good
think that's a
lady.
jump.
That's just
Yeah,
how I am.
absolutely.
Dive would be head first.
Well, we got to have stuff to talk about. So,
Swan.
Is it a
so
drop
my
to
question
the-
for Nick,
Yes.
is behind you.
Mhm.
I see like a heart painting. I see skeletons
There's a
hanging.
shark.
Is that a cross or a sword? Can you explain all of
That's
the
a Minecraft
stuff
sword.
Okay.
that's going on behind you?
8-bit sword.
Yeah, it's a Minecraft sword. The
Okay.
one at the carnival.
I got you.
Looks like an iron sword.
Can you
Above
send it
this
to me,
is a-
please?
Nope.
I'm just
No.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Does that say
kidding.
wanted?
This is a zombie warning poster.
A warning. Okay, there's a little
Okay.
shine on it.
A skull
Skulls.
hologram thing.
Cool.
Cool.
This is what's this one?
You have a lot of
Department
stuff. That's
taken
why I'm
over.
Is that
asking.
the shocker?
Stop.
No, it's
I can't do that on
that's
screen.
that's a have a complaint take a number and there's a picture of a hand grenade.
Oh, okay.
That's a
Oh.
drawing of Medusa that one of my friends
Can't see
did.
that one.
No. These skeletons also all have name tags and how they died of people.
Okay,
who
tell me about
come
those.
here.
Explain it to me. What
Okay.
can you see them from here?
No.
I can't read them.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
I
Never
can't
mind.
read, guys.
I think the female ones is Jen ate raw chicken and died. Is that what that says?
That's a shark
Yeah,
painting I
yeah.
couldn't see behind your
Yeah, the shark
face.
painting.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, we got a cameo.
Okay, help us.
Okay.
What's her
Punch.
name?
This is Jen.
Oh,
Okay,
Dino,
Jen.
what happened?
Oh, we lost Dino's picture. Okay, Jen, explain them to us.
Explain them. Oh, she can't hear you. Sorry. Explain them, please.
Yeah, read them out to us.
Hers, she died from eating raw chicken.
Okay.
Typical. Okay.
That's from Rust, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, you froze for a second, but we're back.
Mine says I died of a fatal coding error.
Sounds about right.
It's probably your own fault.
Sounds about right.
John snorted weed and died instantly.
Okay.
Wow. That's a classic.
And that's a painting that John did. Both of those are paintings that John did. The
Nice.
shark and the
And the heart.
Yeah.
Those are cool. So what's your bobblehead person that's like the red hair?
That's Chucky.
Chucky?
Yes, that's Chucky. Good eyes.
Oh, shit,
son. Nailed it.
Right there, too.
Yeah, underneath Chucky.
So this just in, Dino, who's off screen right now, had to pee like a noob in the middle of stream.
I told him to wear a diaper.
I'm telling you, I told him, go before we start.
He told us it was either suspenders or diaper, guys. And
That's true. We did have to make a choice.
We also have been going for almost 2 hours now, so.
I don't give a shit.
So it was longer than he probably expected to be.
So what did Richard say in chat right now?
Richard said he's been kind of forced back into gaming.
Okay.
Into not being able to buy mini games. Sorry, I totally got that backwards.
So not being able to game because of school.
Right.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, and he's been going back to old games he already owns. And
I told you to wear a diaper, Dino.
Nostalgia, yo.
I totally called you out, Dino. I told him you went pee.
Busted.
Busted.
No, that was good.
So yeah, Richard, that's the thing is like depending on the kind of money that cash flow you've got at the time, depends on the games that you have.
Well, and it's always fun to go back to nostalgia and play some things, especially.
But isn't
if it's like,
he's super into like the Zelda games?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
a very classic.
Richard, answer in chat in a minute. Are you going to get a Nintendo Switch?
Oh, that's a good question. But
I
believe it's coming out.
Switch?
No,
it is coming out on Wii U though. Some other people had said that they believe it. They said it is.
The Wii U is pointless. The Nintendo Switch is
pointless.
It's pointless. Besides our annual Amiibo tournament, it's pointless.
Which is coming up.
It's coming up in a week. We do it.
But the thing is, it's a Nintendo console. It's like if you want to play the new Nintendo games, get the new Nintendo console.
Fuck
no matter how
that.
gimmicky it is.
It's for children.
I played a new Nintendo game.
What was it?
Oh, Mario Run.
Super Mario Run.
Mario.
Mario. Is that the same as Mario?
Yeah. His face.
It's Mario in Canada.
It's Mario.
Yeah, I played 3 levels and then it wanted $15 fucking.
What?
Oh, fuck off.
What?
Fuck right off. Was it fun though, the few minutes that you got?
Dino, I think something crawled through your window.
What happened? I didn't see it.
His curtain fluttered.
It's a ghost.
It's the Babadook.
It's a ghost of Christmas past.
It's the ghost of the other dimension that you guys think is real, even though there's no God or Jesus. There's other dimensions. Whatever.
It's actually the spirit of Halloween that I keep in the closet.
Nice. It moved again. I see it. Oh, it's your chair.
It's called air conditioning.
It's his chair.
Jackass.
It looks further away than it is.
Oh God, it's true. It looks like it's really far behind you. How creepy is that?
Yeah, I moved my chair now.
Sneaky bugger.
Oh, Nick, I have a question. So you guys do Thanksgiving on a different day and kind of for different reasons.
October something?
Yeah, it's earlier than ours.
Yes, it is,
but Christmas you do the same, right?
No.
Did he
celebrate music?
Play the music.
I don't know. I'm asking a question.
Oh my God.
Am I not allowed to ask questions?
Okay. Mega Jesus, who was born on December 35th.
Okay, now we play a game.
He muted himself to laugh. That's great.
What would Canadian
Well, that's a
Christmas
freebie
be
for
like?
you guys live. Everybody's muted.
Oh, what would Canadian Christmas be like?
Everybody's muted. Did you hit a button?
No, they're not. You must have hit a button.
I didn't hit anything.
I think Amanda's headset died because she said everybody's muted. Oh. But we can hear everybody still.
Oh, for fucking hell.
Your computer might have went to sleep because it's been 2 hours.
I've got the first thing. Canadian Christmas, they dream that it's not snowing.
That's true, I would say.
It's off.
Unplugging. Yeah, so we're having some technical difficulties. Amanda can't hear
here's
now.
An interesting fact about Christmas.
Talk again?
Yes.
Can you hear us now?
No.
Okay.
This is a podcast. We're not
Keep
supposed
going.
to stop talking.
Keep going, guys. Keep going.
There's a famous Christmas song written about a hotel in this town that we're in. And I think it's that I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas one.
Oh, you told us about that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. The Grand Hotel.
Dreaming of a white.
Yeah. He was writing it in the Grand Hotel, and all the Canadians were like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Just like the ones I used to know.
What are you doing?
He's getting drunk, Amanda. That's what he's doing.
We're singing Christmas songs, all right?
Why are you?
This is
That
what's
has
happening
nothing
now.
to do with my question about.
Well, because
Canada
Nick was just
Christmas.
telling us that song was written in his hometown of Canada.
Yarmouth.
Yep. Oh,
We
good
were
memory.
talking about
Yarmouth.
Yarmouth. It's
Right.
pirates.
'Cause-
It's pirates. Okay.
We do have a Seafest
wait.
pirate parade.
Is Canadian Christmas pirate themed?
Yes.
That would be amazing.
For you Americans, everything you imagine about Canada is real.
It's magical. What's in chat? What's happening?
So Kami said, Richard, he's been on with us before. He said he would love to get a Nintendo Switch. He's hoping it's going to be as good as they say, but I don't. But I know it won't be. I'm super excited for the new Zelda game for it, most of all. And I don't have a choice about getting the Switch. I have a goal to collect at least one type of each console on handheld made by Nintendo. Probably have about 60 to 70% of them by now.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that.
Mr. Collector.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
He is a very Nintendo
I'm
guy.
all
Like,
about the collecting thing.
yeah, a lot of Zelda stuff.
He's very serious about gaming, and so if you guys want to follow him on YouTube, he has a lot of really good walkthroughs on games. It's Kami 5005.
Kamisus.
Are any of them ASMR?
No, well, he actually has a little bit of ASMR
He kind
voice.
of does have
Yeah.
that kind of voice. honestly.
His Dark Souls playthroughs are really good. He did
Mhm.
an Artorias playthrough that was really awesome. It's not his first playthrough by far. Like, he knew everything where it was and had a plan going
There's
in.
a lot of talented people in this chat right now, like for real.
There really
real.
are. We have a lot
Yeah.
of really good friends
It's
and a lot of good talent
kinda
in
crazy.
our group of friends.
It's
Yeah.
funny that all the talented people are in the chat and not actually on the podcast.
They will be. We can't. You can't have 5 or 6 people,
God
or it
dang
would be
it,
just
Dino.
a fucking maniac of a shit show.
Hey, I'm on it.
Yeah, Dino's a good player.
yeah.
I've seen
We'll
him
have
play.
people on. We're gonna
I was gonna
rotate.
I was gonna say you guys had me on it. It must be that you guys don't like to have talented people.
That's
on the
right.
podcast.
Oh my god.
Just people who make terrible puns.
Dino, are you gonna go to the meetup or no?
Nice, Orlando.
No, I won't be able to make it.
Okay.
Uh,
It would be a really far drive for you.
It
wouldn't
would be. Where are you?
It
North
would be far.
North
It would be
Carolina?
North Carolina, yeah.
I said.
It's far.
I said North Carolina.
How did you
North-
say it?
North Carolina,
No. Wait,
Right?
say Las Vegas.
right?
Say
That's how you
Las
say it,
Vegas.
right, Dino?
Say Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
That's not right at all.
I don't hear the problem.
I don't know.
He
Las
says okay, so he says Vegas and it's Vegas.
Vegas.
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Las
Am I
Vegas.
saying?
Las
Am I doing it right? Las
sorry.
Vegas.
Sorry.
No, you're
Las
not.
Vegas.
Oh, okay.
You're saying it like he does.
Sorry, I'll say
It's
it
Vegas.
in the
It's
proper
Vegas.
Spanish accent. Las Vegas.
in your
With a
native
flair.
Peruvian.
You have to say it with a flair. I am Peruvian Jim. It is Las Vegas. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Jim. I
Spirit
wish I could draw cartoons.
fingers.
Somebody has to draw Peruvian Jim now. having Merry Fistmas
You're
with
Yeah.
very close to racist, but kind of not. Get your damn shit off of me. For those of you on iTunes, please watch us on YouTube because it's a bit of a shit
Yeah.
show, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, we are in the shit show channel, so it's
Well, and I'm
appropriate.
like a bottle
It's true.
deep.
I drank a
almost.
quarter of it.
It's
No,
a-
you
It's a
oh,
peek
you
behind the
did.
scenes.
Yeah,
It is a bit
Pull back
behind
the
the
curtains.
scenes.
it's good. You know, it's good to have a little talk with our fans and people. And EG's flying from New York. That's
I know. I'm
awesome.
super excited
Oh,
that he's
cool.
coming, and
Yeah.
I think Grimm is going to try if he can from
Yes.
New York as well.
Yes, and we might have some people from the Minnesotas.
Minnesota.
Oh, is this falling?
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
a
wear it
little.
like
Enjoyment
Jordy.
Gaming's coming to take your
Are
shirt
you-
back from you.
I'm
Are
Jordy.
you Data?
Jordy
Wait, that's not
LaForge.
his name.
No, it's Jordy.
Who's the fuck? I don't watch Star
I just
Trek.
said Jordy LaForge.
What's his
Shout out to
character's
LeVar Burton.
name?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Come on.
That's the actor.
Take a look.
Hey.
It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow. You know shit is taking a dive when we're singing that.
Yeah. Oh, fix my hair.
I mean, it's not the first thing we've sung on
It's
this
not.
show.
Did you guys see my thank you video to the fans?
I did.
For all their
Mhm.
support.
Yeah.
Putting myself out there trying to say thank you, and somebody did a thumbs down on YouTube.
You know what? We have a
That's
hater.
fucking rude.
Aw.
We do have a
That's-
hater. It's like Tom was saying. You know, they have a hater.
Mhm.
They do. They have a guy that thumbs down everything, and then
And
it's
it
probably
happens.
the same.
You know, it happens.
But why would
person.
you thumbs down a thank you video? That's really super.
Because they're like, man.
Why?
I don't know.
You know what's funny? Someone told me that when you get your first hater on YouTube, that's when you'll start making money.
Woo!
And
Hey, I want you guys to know I've made 55 cents on my.
Very
I made
nice.
like 16.
Yeah, and that's off of my
getting paid.
Mic review video. It has like 300
This
some
shit has
views
a
now.
lot of views.
It's crazy.
I watched that.
If you
Yes.
Google comparison Blue Yeti and Samson, he's the first one that comes up.
What?
It's not even a lie. You have to put that.
Nice.
I was pretty
wording,
proud of that video
You have to put that wording.
because I did scientific research.
It was
on
real good. It was real good.
good. It was good.
I went deep.
We are way off the rails.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else remotely Christmassy to talk about?
No, I think we gotta start.
We got to wrap it up
Yeah.
at some point.
What is that? What is that, Nick?
What the?
What was that?
What hand
Is
signal
that,
was
is that
that?
cut it?
I was like,
Oh,
We
that,
need to do
what is this?
Where are your
the-
scissors?
the
You
mic got in
threatened
the
me
way.
with them last time.
See,
Where
what
are
he
your
was
scissors?
what he was doing. It was
Shout
Canadian. He was like chopping wood. Is what it was. It was like,
Once again, if you're listening on iTunes, you
Please,
should probably go to
yeah.
YouTube.
probably.
Just watch it on.
None of this
YouTube.
is going to
It's
make
so
That's
any
much
me.
sense on
easier.
iTunes.
I listen on iTunes.
Yeah, me too.
And I hate
It's just-
this.
Well, this is
I listen-
a special thing, you know.
We don't
Yeah.
do live ones.
And
very
Dino,
often.
you don't have to watch it. You've already been here.
It's
and seen
quarterly.
it,
We're gonna
so-
do it quarterly.
Or
I'm
whatever.
not-
If possible.
Whenever.
I'm not 100% sure that I'm
Holidays.
going to remember this tomorrow.
Ah, you're fine. You've only had like 2 blue moons. You're fine.
Well, it can be all new to you tomorrow. Then.
Blue moon. Did I say
I mean,
that
I
already?
wasn't going to
No.
mention it, but
Sure is mighty
so
Christmas.
I guess
Can you
my
cue up your
final-
exit music?
Oh yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you guys
We're
ready?
sorry.
So any final holiday wishes or any mention of what
We
your holiday
wish
plans
you
are?
a Merry Christmas
And a Happy
We're
Hanukkah.
not going anywhere for Christmas, so we're just going to be chilling like a villain.
And a Merry Krampus.
Kind of nice.
Whatever you celebrate.
Let's all wish Grimsby gets better.
Yes, he's been in
Yeah.
chat with us, hanging out. It's
Thank
been
you,
nice.
Grim, for hanging out the entire time.
And modding. Did you have to ban anybody? I didn't see anybody. I saw one that may
No,
have
no, I
needed
don't
it,
think
but
so. No.
I think they were joking. So
Yeah, no, everybody
it was
was
just me.
cool.
yeah.
It's
Shut
He
up.
tried to ban me off the podcast.
So
He's like, oh, he's better
are you
than me.
ready
He's
for
Grim
the-
2.0.
Are you ready for the outro music
I'm ready
now?
whenever you're
All
ready.
right, everybody, give your goodbyes and your Merry Christmases. We'll see you around New Year's or thereafter, depending on the party.
Probably.
Probably after.
Yeah.
See you next year. Everybody say goodbye out loud. Don't wave.
Yeah, it's very loud.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
They can't see us on iTunes.
Merry Festivus.
Happy Christmas. Something.
Happy suspenders. Watch the video podcast.
All right, they're out.